Hello and welcome to Game Day in the A. My name is Will Davis.
And mine is Michael Dubason.
A.K.A. Doobie. We call him Doobie. We'd like to, at this time, thank our sponsors, Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. Find them at www.dtwm.com. And the iGuys, find them at the iGuysOfTXK.com. And Price Hardware here in Atlanta. And Terry's Treasures for all of your toddler and boutique needs. And the Rabbit Patch. If you haven't been to the Rabbit Patch, they've got some great food down there in Atlanta. And they're open till midnight tonight after the game. So swing on by and grab you some good food. They have some good fries. I had some the other day.
Oh, yeah, the Rabbit Patch fries are to die for.
And Doobie had some quesadillas. They were good.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we got a good one tonight. We have your Atlanta Rabbits against the PG Hawks. The PG Hawks last year went 12-1, losing their only game to the 4A state champions of Carthage, losing 31-34. And your Atlanta Rabbits, on the other hand, went 5-6, losing in the first round of the playoffs to Winsboro, 14-30. So two completely different seasons for each of these teams. PG had a rather successful year last year. Atlanta not as much, but hoping to have a bounce-back year with Tyler Morton in his third year as the head coach.
And, for the Rabbits tonight, we have a lot of returning guys with their quarterback, Peyton Harrison, who had 29 passing touchdowns on the year last year, and Jaden Riley, who led the team in touchdowns with 16 and averaged 90 receiving yards per game. So we're looking for a good game out of both those guys tonight.
And, there's also some Division I talent in this game tonight. Lance Jackson, who is committed to Texas to play, and on the PG side. And on the Atlanta side, you have Markeelan Batten, who is committed to play for the University of Arkansas. So we have some Division I talent tonight. Can't wait to see that.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a great game by both sides. It's going to be a very competitive game from the start to the end. And just hope these guys can go out and show out tonight.
And Atlanta, who is on the 3A side of Texas football, and PG, who's in 4A, so different conferences meeting today, and you don't see that very often, but it is pre-district schedule, and Tyler Morton scheduled this game, and he was not scared. He looking for the challenge. He said he scheduled this game for these 46 guys on the Atlanta roster, opposed to the 38 on the PG side. Said he scheduled it because of all their heart and all their hard work, and so he's ready for tonight. A lot of talk from Atlanta today saying they're confident, looking forward to this game, feel very confident going in. So let's see if they can hold up on those promises.
Yeah, and these guys tonight, they're going to go hard all game because there's 22 seniors this year, 19 of which are starting, and this is going to be one of the biggest games of their career, and they're going out there to make a statement tonight.
Mm-hmm. And PG, who are the heavy favorites, but, you never know what's going to happen. It's the first game of the year at home for Atlanta, so Atlanta's going to try to come out here, make an upset, and just prove a lot of people that what they're doing here in this program is really working. Tyler Morton, he's a great head coach. He's getting his boys fired up, and, it's just good for Atlanta. Good football team, good atmosphere. Everyone's so excited for this year. Probably going to be one of the more successful years in Atlanta recent history. So I'm excited. Everyone should be excited.
Yeah, and I feel like this game is going to be determined by the line of scrimmage tonight because you got big guys on both sides for the Atlanta defensive line and the PG offensive line, and then the PG D line and the Atlanta offensive line. It's going to be a battle all night for both teams at the line of scrimmage, and I feel like whichever team wins at the line of scrimmage is going to come out victorious for this game.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that because Atlanta last year only had 6 sacks the entire year, and that's something that's going to have to change tonight. You're going to have to get to the quarterback. You're going to have to be able to stop them at the line of scrimmage, especially all those athletic running backs for PG.
Oh, yeah, and that's going to be tough because this year PG is running a new offensive formation with the wing T, which they have ran in the past, and that is mainly due to the loss at quarterback, which they had Akari Johnson at quarterback last year, who is now at the University of Arkansas. But the new quarterbacks now, they've played before. They're ready to step in and fill the shoes, and it's going to be a new type of offense, and they're going to be getting the ball out quick. They're going to be running a lot. And that's why the D-line is just going to have to fire off the ball every play.
Yeah, I agree with you there. We have about 20 minutes till game time. The Big Bad Band from Rabbitland, who placed third last year in the state competition, shout out to them, is currently filling the stands a little late than they usually are, but maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, yeah, but both schools have a great band, and this halftime show is going to be real good tonight.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Can't wait to see the Atlanta band perform after their, like I said, last year getting third at state.
Yeah, and along with the band tonight, if you look over towards the Rabbits tunnels, you see all the little ones.
Oh, yeah, all the mini cheerleaders.
Yeah, that are getting ready to run out onto the field with before the football players, but they have one game a year to come out here and cheer with the varsity cheerleaders and get to experience the Friday Night Lights.
Oh, yeah, and that's a great experience. Great tradition here at Atlanta, those mini cheerleaders. You gotta love that. We'll try to get you some shots of those mini cheerleaders tonight. I don't know, I'm excited. It's new year, you know. I'm super excited for this year.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing better than the Friday Night Lights, especially a week one matchup with a powerhouse like PG in Atlanta. I mean, you can't ask for anything better than week one matchup like this because having an underdog going against such a big program, it's just going to be such a great game.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And we are about to go to commercial real quick, so stay with us as we go to commercial.
I'm Dylan Thompson with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. But you know, true wealth is found in knowledge. And that's why we support Atlanta High School and Rabbit TV.
Whether you're looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
Undetected vision issues can lead to difficulties in school, hinder social interactions, and even affect their self-esteem. The good news is that there's a simple solution: regular eye checkups for your child. If a vision issue is identified, corrective measures like glasses or contact lenses can make a world of difference.
The Eye Guys are a proud supporter of Rabbit TV and Atlanta High School. Go Rabs!
And welcome back to the A, game day in the A. And at this time, I would like to give a special shout out to all the Atlanta Rabbit fans tonight for showing out on the first game of the year, pulling up. I really appreciate it. It really goes well for this program. And a special shout out to Henry Hale. He's one of their biggest supporters.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that man, he's great supporter, but I think we also need to look at the PG side because they have a lot of fans showing out for an away game, even though, you know, they're a bigger school. They normally have more fans at their games, but the Atlanta side and the PG side is just filling up. I think faster than I've ever seen it.
Yeah, I've never seen the stands on the visitors' side that full. I mean, there's hardly any seats left. You got the band and then the section next to the band, but I think that's for the drummers, and like it's stacked. Like I've never seen the stands that full. It's gonna be really loud tonight.
Yeah, and we still have 16 minutes till game time, and these stands are going to be filling up. I wouldn't be surprised if the fences are going to be lined before the game starts.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. And really excited this year for the Atlanta side because we get to see a player who we did not get to see last year due to an unfortunate ACL injury, Landon Johnson, a.k.a. Boosie. His senior year, he's going to come out. He's going to come out on fire. He's a hard-hitting linebacker, middle linebacker. He's a little smaller in size, but he loves contact. He loves to hear those pads popping.
Oh, yeah. You know, he is an undersized guy, but he makes up with that with his energy because he's going to come off firing at the ball every single play. And I think he's going to be one of the key players on the defense for the Atlanta Rabbits tonight. He's going to be one of the guys that they're going to have to lean on to stop in that run game.
Oh, yeah, I definitely agree with you there.
And then on the Atlanta side, I think the way they can come out with a victory tonight is by establishing a good run game. If the O-line is firing off on the defensive line of PG, which is one of the best defensive lines in all of 4A, and if they can come off the ball every play, then I think we can establish a run game. I think the Rabbit running backs will have a field day.
I agree with you there. You got Marquille and Batten in that backfield, and you also have Jamarian Austin.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's one thing about the Atlanta Rabbits. Their running back core is one of the deepest in 3A. They can really put any of their skill guys out there at running back, and they're going to do just as good as all the other guys. And that's one thing about the Atlanta Rabbits. Their skill groups are deep at all parts. Their running backs, receivers. They even have some tight ends out there. And, I mean, those guys, they can run by anybody and catch everything.
Exactly. And it is a beautiful day in the A. It is 84 degrees, feels like 86, a little partly cloudy. You don't have to worry about the sun. We wouldn't have to anyway since the sun's going down, but it feels great out here. Perfect day for some football.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just a week ago it was 100, and now it's 84. You can't ask for anything better.
Oh, yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, and as we look at the middle of the field, we have the gift exchange between the Atlanta and PG color guard, it looks like, and band members.
Isn't it Stuco? Isn't it Stuco?
Or yeah, it is Stuco.
Oh, okay,
looks like there's band members out there. There's
right.
color guard, cheerleaders. Looks like everybody's out there. You know, I heard something before the game started that the PG student council is going to give us some carrots because we're the Rabbits.
Oh, well, that's very thoughtful. I like to shout out the PG Stuco for giving us carrots, if that's true. Here is the PG school song, I believe. Here is the Atlanta school song. They're both the school songs for you, Atlanta and PG.
Yeah, and as the Atlanta song finishes up, I see that the little ones are starting to make their way a little bit closer. So those they might be starting running on the field soon.
Oh yeah. Don't want to get in the way of these Atlanta guys.
Yeah, and then I mean, behind the little ones right now, you can see the Atlanta football team getting hyped up right now.
Oh yeah, you gotta love the pregame hype.
Yeah, and I think that's led by a new coach this year, Coach Mack. I mean, I see it every day. I mean, he's a big hype guy. I mean, I've heard he's hype in the classroom, he's hype on the field, he's hype in the field house. I mean, when you have hype and Coach Mack, they just go perfectly together.
I mean, that's what you need. You need energy guys, and I think Coach Mack is going to give you that. And, you know, that's all you need. You just need an energy guy, get your guys hyped up even in those bad situations, but even in those good situations. Because it's always good to have a pat on the back when you're doing good. And, you know, even when you're doing bad, it's good to have encouragement and just try to build yourself up, you know?
Yeah, especially when you're an underdog in a game like this. You need the hype coming out. Whenever you're running out of that tunnel, if you're the underdog and you're more hype, that's just going to give you an even better chance to succeed. Because in a game like this, you just need as much energy as possible to keep keep pushing through.
Exactly. You cannot go into this game thinking, oh, no, there's no way we're going to win. We have no chance. That's the exact opposite of the mentality you need to have, and those Atlanta guys do not have that mentality. I will credit them on that. They're very confident, very sure of themselves, very sure of what their football team can do, and you got it. That's great for a football team.
Yeah, and that's one thing great about Coach Morton. He gets these guys ready for the game. I mean, they could be going up against the Dallas Cowboys, and they would be going into it confident because he gets them ready and prepared and makes sure that they are confident no matter who they're going against, and that's what they need tonight.
Exactly. Atlanta rocking the gray on gray uniforms, gray with white numbers, maroon helmets, PG with gold uniforms, white pants, and white helmets.
Yeah, and later in the season, I'm ready to see the new helmets that Atlanta's got this year. They got some new white helmets to have an all-white uniform this year.
Oh, really?
And I think it's going to be one of their best-looking uniforms they've had in a long time.
Oh, I like the gray uniforms, but I really like the black uniforms. I don't know, there's just something about it. When you put that black uniform on and you're at a home game and Friday Night Lights, it just looks amazing.
Oh, yeah. I would even like to see in the future maybe having a black helmet to have an all-black uniform, too. Because I think if they had a maroon, white, and black helmet, they could just have that would give them a lot more jersey options to do. And, I mean, no matter what they wear, they're going to be looking good, but I think that would just make them look even better.
Exactly, kind of like a Dark Knight kind of theme.
Oh, yeah. I mean, especially on high school football, these Friday Night Lights, whenever you're in all black, you look like you're ready.
We'll try to find you some games tonight from around the area.
Yeah, and looks like right now that the Atlanta Rabbits are loading up their tunnel and the PG Hawks are taking the field.
And there are your 2024, 2025 PG Hawks. All 38 of them.
Yeah, now it looks like the Atlanta Rabbits are getting hyped up to take the field, and here goes the little ones.
Oh, and you just love to see that.
And here goes your 2024-2025 Atlanta Rabbits taking the field.
Woo! I love some high school football.
Oh, yeah. And this year for the Rabbits, they have, I think, around double the amount of varsity football players that they did last year. Their varsity roster has 46 players this year, which I believe at the start of last year it was only 23.
And that's surprising for Atlanta to have a bigger roster than PG is, since PG is a 4A school and Atlanta is a 3A school. But, if depth is a big deal for us. For PG, you just got to have that depth, I mean, for Atlanta, excuse me.
Oh, yeah. Whenever you're in 3A and you have 46 guys able to take the field, that gives you so much depth at every position. And I know Coach Morton knows that he could put any of those guys out there at any position, and they're going to do exactly what he asks.
DeKalb and Mineola are playing tonight. That game is at 0-0. I believe that game just started.
Yeah, and I believe last night Texas High took on Tyler Legacy in Texarkana, and they were victorious, winning 38-6.
Good start for them. Good start for them.
Yeah, and then a familiar face for the Atlanta Rabbits, the Jefferson Bulldogs, took on Leonard in Melissa last night, and I believe they also had a pretty big victory.
And you see the coin tosses commencing. You have your captains for the Rabs, number 32, Keaton Kinney, number 0, Peyton Harrison, number 1, Markeelan Batten, and number 65, Ty Walden. And for PG, you have number 22, Buck Anderson, number 5, Lance Jackson, 33, Landon West, and 21, Jace Arold, the junior. See how this coin toss goes. You can always tell Lance Jackson by his height, always towering over everyone. Number 5, the Texas commit. PG wins the toss, and they have elected to receive. Atlanta will get the second half kickoff.
And it looks like the Atlanta boys are getting hyped up coming back to the sideline. They are ready to be on defense right now. Those guys are ready to go hit somebody.
And here the national anthem performed by the Big Bad Band from Rabbitland. This game is just set to kick off.
Yeah, and you know, you can't have Atlanta Friday Night Lights without the Big Bad Band from Rabbitland. They just make the stadium atmosphere so great, and they get the players, the cheerleaders, the fans, everybody hyped up.
Exactly. I remember that year that Atlanta went 0-10, our freshman year, fingers crossed, never again, knock on wood, that the Atlanta band never stopped. They just never stopped going. They were always chugging through that year, getting everyone hyped up, even when Atlanta did not see a whole lot of success that year. And just shout out to Keith Sanders for building up that program and just building a program that everyone wants to be a part of. And here we go for the kickoff. To kick off the 2024-2025 high school football season.
And for the Rabbits this year, they do have a new kicker, number 3, C.J. Whaley. He is a freshman who is going to be kicking off and will be doing the extra points and field goals tonight.
Welcome back, high school football. We missed you. Kick is to the left. Oh, it's dropped. Goes out of bounds.
That could have been bad.
That could have been very bad. Number 2, Jamarian Richardson for the Hawks, the junior tailback and cornerback, dropped the ball. Thankfully for him, it went out the sideline near the 19.
Yeah, because those Rabbits, they were running down there, and they almost got on top of it, but it luckily bounced out of bounds.
That would have been an amazing start for the Rabs, but still a good start starting in on PG's own 19. Good kick by Whaley, the freshman. Atlanta set up in their 4-3 defense. PG in that wing T. Jackson in motion. Hand off to the tailback. Stopped before the line of scrimmage. Landon Johnson, Boosie, got the TFL.
Yeah, just like we were saying before the game, he's going to be a game changer tonight.
Exactly.
And if he can get to the football before anybody else, he's going to make that tackle every time.
He's a leader on that defensive side. He loves contact. Second down and 9. I guess he picked up a yard. Jackson in motion. Handoff. They're rolling. Quarterback to the left. And he's taken down. Number 14. Dalen Collins, brother of Damian Collins, the LSU basketball player. The sophomore getting in early on the action. 3rd down, 14 to go. On their own 15.
And you can see the energy on the Rabbit sideline right now. I mean, they're getting hyped. Having 2 big plays like that to start off, that's just getting them hyped up.
Couldn't have scripted a better start for the Rabbits. They're going to try to get a stop on 3rd and 14. Jackson in motion.
It looks like the Hawks are having trouble communicating the play.
Stand-up pass in the flat. And he's taken down. Swarm tackle by the Rabs, led by number 8, Eli Mitchell, the junior.
Yeah,
oh my!
That is the Rabbits defense for you. They're playing hard, they're playing fast. I mean, they're going to be doing it all night. They're going to be getting the tackles behind the line of scrimmage. And I believe the receiver on the end of that pass was number 19, Spencer Browning, who is an Arkansas baseball commit.
And here's the punt for PG, number 33, Landon West. And here's a booming punt. Fair catch. Jaden Riley, he caught it at his own 49. Beautiful start for the Rabbits, just beautiful. And this crowd feels it. You can feel it in the energy in this crowd.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I just saw number 11, Cy Stroman, running off the field, pumping his hands in the air, trying to get the crowd hyped because these Rabbits are trying to keep that energy up, and they're going to try to keep it up all night long.
And that's what these Rabbits need. They're going to need that energy from the crowd, and they got a generous spot on the PG 49, 1st down. And here you see the senior leader of Peyton Harrison, 3rd-year starting quarterback. He's going to try to have his best season of the year. Already leads the Rabs in passing yards history, in the Rabbit history of passing yards. Here's the snap. Drops back to the flat. Jaden Riley breaks a tackle, breaks 2 tackles, but is stopped by number 19 for a 1-yard loss. Number 19, Spencer Browning.
Yeah, I mean, Riley, he breaks tackles, but that one there was just too many guys to get out of that.
Not a whole lot of space to work with. Excuse me, it was a loss of 3. He's now on Atlanta is now on their own 48.
Yeah, and Riley's going to be a guy that they're going to need to rely on tonight. I mean, he had the most touchdowns on the team last year, and he's going to try to repeat this season.
Miscommunication in the backfield, handoff to Batten, and he's going nowhere. That's not what you need from the Atlanta Rabbits there. Tandem in the backfield. Looks like just some miscommunication on the handoff. 3rd and long, 3rd and 12.
Yeah, I feel like some of that miscommunication might be because these Atlanta fans are so hyped, they're having trouble communicating the plays.
Exactly.
And the hype that they're bringing to the fans might have just been used against them.
And the last thing you want right here is a sack or maybe an interception. That's the last thing you want. You have good field position for a punt. So let's just see what they do here. 1 person in the backfield, 2 receivers to the right. Peyton Harrison throws the Braylon Rowe, and it's caught. It's Braylon Rowe, the senior. Recognize him from the game-winning touchdown to Sabine last year when Atlanta won 40-37, and a great 1st down pickup for the Rabs. That's exactly what you need. Great throw for Peyton Harrison and great catch by Rowe.
Oh, yeah, that was just a great play call right there. A little out route to the sideline, right at the sticks to get the 1st down. I mean, that's all you need right there.
And that's a great play call to get Peyton Harrison some confidence. 2 receivers, 1 left, 1 right, 2 people in the backfield. Here's the snap. Hand off to Batten. And, oh no, it was a throw, excuse me. They faked me out on the play action.
Nearly intercepted by number 2, Jamarian Richardson for the Pleasant Grove Hawks. Intended receiver was number 7, Jaden Riley.
And that was a smart little play, try to have a wheel route, maybe a little aggressive on 1st down, but I like the play call.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good play call. They had the D-line, the linebackers trick. They had us tricked. I think the only guy that recognized it was number 2, Jamarian Richardson. And if it wasn't for him, that might have been an Atlanta touchdown.
That's a great play by Richardson. Here you go, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Atlanta on their own 38. I mean, on the PG 38, excuse me. Slant route number 5. Number 5 to Carvier range, DC range.
Yeah, you know, this year for the Atlanta Rabbits, one thing that I have heard that they are going to utilize, they're going to utilize that quick pass, so those out routes, those slant routes, the comebacks. They're going to be getting the ball out quick, and then they're going to be running with the ball.
Seems to be working well for them now. 3rd down in inches, and they got PG to jump ball. Oh, it looked like there was a pass interference there, but no call.
Great recognition by Harrison, though, knowing that he had a free play and just throwing it up to the end zone. And great effort by Rowe trying to go track that ball, which there might have been a little bit of hand grabbing right there, but that's just how it happens sometimes.
Exactly. That's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Tyler Morton was not happy, but he still gets the 1st down nonetheless. Atlanta nearing the end zone, and these Rabbit fans are getting hyped up. Two tailbacks in the backfield, Jaden Riley, Markeelan Batten. 2 receivers, one to the left, one to the right. Looked like a false start, but no call. Peyton Harrison in trouble, just throws away. Smart play by Harrison there. Tried to avoid some contact. Great play by Harrison. It'll go as an incompletion on the stat sheet, but that's a smart play by Harrison. Good play by the senior.
Yeah, great awareness just to get the ball away, because you cannot take a sack in this situation, especially with the new kicker that the Rabs have this year. He has a pretty good leg. He could even possibly make a field goal from this position.
Exactly. And that's exactly what you want right now, especially being the underdogs. You need points on the board no matter what. But I think the last thing Atlanta's thinking about right now is a field goal. They're trying to get in that end zone. And here you go. Empty backfield, 5 receivers, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Markeelan Batten in motion. QB run. Looks like a gain about 2-3 yards. 3 yards.
Yeah, that looked like another great play call. Looked like he had the open gap, but that Pleasant Grove defensive lineman is just so strong. They were able to get off their blocks really fast and were able to make the tackle.
Yeah, P.J. Rochelle, good tackle by him. And I believe it is 3rd and 8. If I can count, 3rd and 7.
Oh, yeah. I think they might have it wrong over there.
Yeah. Empty backfield again. Here we go. Harrison in the shotgun. Here's a snap. Pocket collapses. He moves up. Spin move Harrison. And he's tackled. Oh, and there's a flag.
It looks like a late hit down there, and they ripped his helmet off, it looks like, or it might have fell off.
Harrison is getting up slowly. Coach Max helping him up.
He does look a little flustered down there, but his helmet did come off on the play.
Let's see what that penalty is on. I believe it is a late hit, like you said.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it did look like a Pleasant Grove Hawk pushed his face into the turf after he was already down, which caused his helmet to come off.
And there's a lot of animosity this game. PG and Atlanta known to not like each other. And Harrison's helmet did come off, so I believe he has to stay out of play.
Personal foul. Face mask. Number 5.
So that is a flag on number 5, Lance Jackson, for the Pleasant Grove Hawks. It was a face mask penalty.
And Harrison is still on the sideline, tended to by John Bransford, the athletic director. And here comes the backup quarterback, number 24, Evan Mitchell, the junior. His cousin Eli Mitchell, linebacker, on the other side of the ball. But Atlanta is on the 8-yard line trying to punch it in here. 1st down. Mitchell at quarterback. Range in motion. Here's the snap. Hand off to Arkansas commit Batten. Batten runs it up the middle, shifting through. Got a good gain there. Looks like a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, and it looked like it might have only been a 2-yard gain if the offensive line didn't start pushing him, and that's what those big guys are for. They start pushing you, trying to get you into that end zone.
Exactly. Those big guys might not be the biggest people when you walk by them in the hallway, but they got the biggest hearts on the team. And Harrison comes back into the game. That's great to see. Evan Mitchell doing his job for the snap.
It looks like they have number 32, Keaton Kinney, in the backfield.
That's tiny right there. Hand off to Jaden Riley, left edge. Oh, and he's slung down at the 3-yard line. Oh, he got a bad spot, 4-yard line.
Oh, that was a great tackle by number 11, Jaden Scales. I mean, because if it wasn't for him, that would have been a Rabbit touchdown.
3rd down, Atlanta subbing, PG subbing. I don't care if it's the first quarter, you call your best play right here. Tyler Morton, what do you got? Try to score a touchdown right here, get some early points on the board. Rattle this PG team.
It looks like number 16, Marshawn Woodbury, is now on the field. I mean, he's one of the big guys that can run through anybody.
Exactly,
So,
he's a track star.
yeah.
But they wind him up at receiver, and looks like Coach Morton's going to take a timeout here.
Timeout, Atlanta. That's their first timeout of the first half.
Yeah, especially in this situation, a timeout's a good thing to do
Exactly.
because they need to rethink what play they're going to call.
I'm a big advocate of saving your timeouts until like the second quarter or the fourth quarter, but in this situation, it's a perfect time to use that timeout. You're trying to get some points on the board, calm your boys down, 3rd down and 4 to go. This is exactly a perfect time to call that timeout.
Yeah, because they're right now they're trying to make a statement. They're trying to tell PG that you came to Atlanta and they're going to show you what happens when you come to Atlanta.
Exactly. This is their house, and they're not going to fold. Third down, 12 feet to go. Score a touchdown.
Yeah, as the Rapids come back on the field, it looks like they have 2 receivers left, 3 right. They're spread 5 receivers out. It looks like they're just going to try to get it out to somebody real quick.
Possibly a little Mark Heedland bat in motion. We've seen them do this drive. And he comes in motion here. Pitch to him, right side. He's a track star. Oh, he's slung down. Great tackle, number 31.
But there is a flag on the field, and it looks like another Atlanta player's helmet did come off.
Oh, 21, excuse me. Jason rolled.
Holding.
But
Defense, number 55. That penalty decline was open play. 4th
the
down.
flag was on Atlanta, but it was a holding call. So Atlanta is going to send out the kicking unit.
Correction, offense. That penalty decline. 4th down.
And, you know, I like this call. I really do like this call. Try to get some points on the board. Very successful drive, holding the time of possession.
Yeah, let's see how the freshman kicker, number 3, CJ Whaley for the Ravs can do.
Harrison the holder. Mason Martin, the snapper. And it's good. Great kick by the freshman there. CJ Whaley grabs up 3-0. 5:31 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, great snap, great holding, great kick right down the middle.
And that's something that Atlanta was missing last year, was a consistent kicker. And that's something that they're very happy to have this year with Whaley.
Yeah, and even though that wasn't the result that the Ravs were looking for with a touchdown, it is still putting points on the board. And, I mean, they have the lead right now, even though it's only the first quarter. That's showing that they're ready to play tonight.
Exactly. And you gave your defense some much-needed rest. Well, actually, not much-needed rest because they weren't out there very long. But still, you have some rest nonetheless. Try to get another stop here.
Yeah, and whenever the offense goes out there and they put points on the board, it just hypes the defense up even more because they know that they're doing their job for a reason.
Exactly.
And so as the Ravs get prepared to kick off, we know last time on the kickoff there was a muffed catch and it went out of bounds, but let's see what happens this time.
Here's the kick from Whaley. Booming kick to that left side again. And it's going to trickle out of bounds.
And that's the one thing you don't want to happen. It go out of bounds before another player touches it because that then becomes a penalty.
Yeah. But, you know, it happens sometimes, especially with the freshman kicker. Nerves sometimes set in.
Free kick out of bounds. 5-yard penalty. Free kick.
Looks like PG has elected to have Atlanta re-kick.
Yeah, it looks like the PG coach ran over to the ref and started talking to him, and I guess he believes that a re-kick would set his offense up in a better position.
I understand that, especially if you have some athletes returning, like number 1, Roland Ritchie. Number 1, number 13, Nick Bells.
Yeah, it looks like they did replace number 2, Jamarian Richardson, on the right side of the return with number 1, Roland Ritchie.
I mean, you can't blame him there. Had a muff, and that's not what you need.
Yeah, especially at the start of the game, even though his nerves were probably he was over there shaking with his nerves. But here comes number 3, C.J. Whaley with the kick again.
And a much better kick right to Ritchie. He's going to run it up on this right side. Got a block. Spun off a tackle. Oh, and he slammed down. Number 26, the freshman, Ian Riojas. He laid the boom.
Oh, yeah, that was a straight boom stick right there. If it wasn't for him, he might have been able to spin out of that and take it all the way.
Exactly. That's a great tackle from the freshman.
Yeah, and big hits like that, especially on kickoff, that hypes your defense up even more because those guys, they see somebody else hit somebody hard, they want to go hit somebody hard.
There you go, PG with their second offensive possession. Hand off to the right side. Sifting through is number 3, James Solomon. Very biblical name.
Yeah. That is only the second positive play for the PG Hawks tonight.
Second down and 3 to go. Hand off to Solomon. And Landon Johnson on the tackle with number 4, Caleb Francisco.
It looks like that is a Pleasant Grove Hawks first down.
Their first down of the night. Starting to get a little momentum on this drive. And there's some speed from number 2. Oh, great tackle. Looks like he slipped a little bit, but still a good tackle by number 23, TJ Rainey, the freshman.
Yeah, and there was a huge block right there by, I believe, number 54 on the O-line. He just had an absolute pancake out there, laying way for his running back to follow.
And Atlanta subbed in number 40. I do not have him on my roster.
Number 40, I believe.
Looked like a bad snap there.
Number 40 is Chase Kindred.
Chase Kindred, that's who I thought it was.
Yeah.
Chase Kindred, who did not play last year, has decided to play this year for his senior year. Big track guy, big track star. Unfortunately, his season was cut short last year due to an injury in that track season. But he decided to play football for his last year here in the A. And I can't blame him, especially with this roster.
Oh yeah, I believe his first practice was just last week. He didn't come out for fall camp or anything else, but he picked it up last week and I guess just hit the ground running. Now he's out there playing defense.
Yeah, meaningful snaps for the Rabbits. But Chase Kindred is a dog. Here's the flip to the right side, number 1, and he's got some room to run. Oh, Cy Stroman, open field tackle. Yes, sir. Cy Strapman, good tackle.
Yeah, it looks like that toss is working for the Pleasant Grove Hawks tonight because every time they've run it, they've got about 4, 5, 6 yards.
Exactly. You get your athletes in some space and get some pull blockers. Great recipe for success.
Yeah, but that was a great open field tackle, just like you said, by Cy Stroman. That's what it's going to take tonight, open field tackles, because these skill guys are going to get around all the big linemen, and it's just going to be one-on-one.
That's exactly what you need. Open field tackles wins games. 3rd and 4. This would be a big stop for Atlanta here. Quarterback under center. Here's the snap. Fake toss. Looked like a shuffled Landon Jackson. Tried to steal one from the Chiefs playbook there. Lance Jackson.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the first time they've called that play tonight, and if it wasn't for those D linemen being alert, he would have been able to run all the way in.
Exactly. And Jackson is not an easy tackle. Looks like they lost a yard there, 4th and 5, and looks like they're going to go for it, or perhaps maybe try to draw Atlanta off sides. Oh, nope, they're going to go for it. Pitch to the right with some speed. Chase Kindred had a hold, but he breaks through. Stiff arm. Cy Stroman just pushes him out of bounds. Great run there from Roland Ritchie.
Yeah, it looks like he was pushed out about the 7-yard line, which they will be spotted at the 7.
And Chase Kindred just had a hand on him, but he was blocked, and it would have been a hard tackle for him to make. This would be a big stop for Atlanta, but the way PG's been running the ball this drive, I don't know if they will. Here's the snap. Hand off to Ritchie again. Surprise, surprise. Touchdown, Roland Ritchie. Ritchie with the Hawks' first touchdown of the year.
Yeah, I think number 1, Roland Ritchie is going to be another game changer tonight, especially for the Pleasant Grove Hawks, because I think every time he's got the ball in his hand, he gets to the edge and just runs by everybody.
I would agree with you there. And here's the kick, 6-3. And we got the replay to show you of that play that set up the touchdown. But number 2, that was Jamarian Richardson, pushed out by Cy Stroman there. And the kick is up, and it's good. So the score is now 7-3. 1:33 remaining.
No, it's no good. The kick is no good.
Oh, my bad. Must have been wide right.
It was, yeah, barely wide right.
Hard to tell from our angle. I apologize. 6-3.
Yeah, it was a low kick. It looked like it sneaked right inside of that right upright, but I believe it did sneak right outside of the right upright.
Well, that's a great break for the Rabs.
Will go to the south end of the stand where children will be coming off base.
And at this time, we'd like to give a shout out to Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. You can find them at www.dtwm.com for all your wealth and management needs. And the iGuys. Find them at the iGuys at txk.com. Having trouble seeing? Go see them. Why not? And here's the kickoff for the Hawks. And the kicker is James Solomon.
Yeah, first time seeing the Atlanta kickoff return.
Little pooch kick here to, I don't know who that is, number 17, I believe that is Easton Patterson, the sophomore. Good stop there for Patterson, not to let the pooch kick get away from him.
Yeah, great job by Patterson getting on top of that ball, because if he wouldn't have stopped it right there, it could have had a weird bounce and kicked back towards the Pleasant Grove Hawks, or it could have kicked out of bounds or right. You never know with those pooch kicks.
Exactly. The pooch kick is very dangerous. Looks like Atlanta will be starting from their own 31-yard line. And they had a good drive last time, held the ball for a very long time, but only ended up with 3 points. See if they can score a touchdown here. There wasn't really one player that the Rabs relied on during that drive. They spread the ball out to various people. Braylon Rowe, Jaden Riley, Markeelan Batten. The ball was just everywhere. And, of course, Peyton Harrison. Here's the snap, Markeelan and pistol. Here's the throw to Jaden Riley in the flat. He's got the edge. Great block. Oh, and he cuts it back upfield. Oh, but he stepped out of bounds. Looks near the 48. Good run by Riley there, and a great block by Braylon Rowe. I love it when receivers get good blocks.
Yeah, I mean, those screen plays to Jaden Riley, he's such a shifty guy. He just jukes and spins everybody out.
Exactly. Tough tackle. He's a very tough tackle. Not the tallest guy, but he certainly makes up with swiftness and quickness. Here we go. First down on their own 49. Those short passes have been working for the Rabs tonight. Harrison in the shotgun. Here's a snap. Play action. And he's going to chunk it deep. Looks like it's a short throw. Oh, and there's a flag. possibly pass interference on number 2, Jamarian Richardson.
Yeah, I believe that will be pass interference because
Braylon Rowe was trying to come back to the ball.
yeah, and the defender cannot infringe on him trying to work his way back to the ball. And it looks like Braylon Rowe.
Looks like he took a tough fall there. Seems to be all right.
Yeah, I hope to see him back in the game because he's a big game changer at the receiver position.
Exactly. Maybe not the fastest guy in the world, but he certainly has great hands. And that 15-yard penalty will give the Rabs a first down and move them into Hawk territory. The wind is starting to pick up tonight. Atlanta on the Hawks 39. Harrison in shotgun. Markeelan in the pistol. Batten in the pistol, excuse me. Here's the snap. And out to Batten on the right side. He tries to get to that offensive line, but there's just no room. That PG Hawk defensive line just shut him down.
Yeah, and this is a position where the Rabbits have to gain some yards right here because now they're going into, I believe, second down, and they just need some yards right here.
2nd and 10, yes.
And now this time if they get down in the red zone, I think they are going to need to get a touchdown because, like you said, the wind is picking up, so it's going to be harder because they are kicking into the wind, which is up to 12-mile-per-hour gusts, because it looks like a storm is starting to blow in. It looked like it was pushing away, but now it looks like we're having about a 95% chance of rain tonight.
Oh, really? I knew there was chances. Oh, yeah, it looks like we're going to get some sprinkling tonight.
Yeah, it went down to 15% earlier, but now it's back up to 95.
Flip to Batten, left side flat. Good open field tackle by number 11, Scales, the junior. Looks like about a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, 4 or 5 yard gain on that.
Yeah.
I mean, if there might have been another receiver over there, he may have been able to take off, but it looks like they were outmatched right there. It looks like there was 3 guys and only 2 blockers. So the Pleasant Grove Hawks, they had an extra man that was just able to run by the blockers.
And that brings us to the end of the first quarter, and we're going to go to a few commercial breaks. We'll be right back after this.
I'm Dylan Thompson with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. But you know, true wealth is found in knowledge. And that's why we support Atlanta High School and Rabbit TV.
Whether you're looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original
Undetected vision issues can lead to difficulties in school, hinder social interactions, and even affect their self-esteem. The good news is that there's a simple solution: regular eye checkups for your child. If a vision issue is identified, corrective measures like glasses or contact lenses can make a world of difference.
The Eye Guys are a proud supporter of Rabbit TV and Atlanta High School. Go Rabs!
And welcome back to Game Day in the A. I'd like to apologize there. Here we go, 3rd down and 5 to go for the Rabs.
Yeah, 3rd down right now in this position. They need a first down right here.
Exactly. Empty backfield for Harrison. 5 receivers wide. And here comes the blitz. Oh, throw pass to Jaden Riley on the right-hand side. But he just drops it, and that's strange because Jaden Riley usually has some sure hands. And this is an interesting position for the Rabs. Might be a little too far for a field goal, so they might just go for it. Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, and after that play, you could see Riley visibly frustrated because he does not drop balls ever.
Yeah.
And especially in a situation like that, he knows that he just can't drop a ball right there.
I believe he only had 2 drops last year.
Oh yeah,
Something very low.
I mean, they might need to check. They might need to check his gloves last year. I mean, they might have had glue on them.
Here we go, 5 receivers wide again. Empty backfield. PG brought the blitz last time. It looks like they do again. Same play, pass to Jaden Riley, right side. He cuts it back. Oh, but he trips. Looks like he's down at the 7-yard line. And Tyler Morton just goes right back to that play. Looks like PG did the exact same thing. And Jaden Riley said, I ain't dropping 2 back-to-back. Great play by Peyton Harrison. Try not to get flustered there when the pressure was coming.
Yeah, and that was a huge block by number 5 to Carvier Range. He allowed the receiver, Jaden Riley, to get an extra 10 or 15 yards on that.
Looks like some Atlanta player is down.
Well, we got this time out. Give a shout out to businesses in Atlanta.
I'm Dylan Thompson with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. But you know, true wealth is found in knowledge. And that's why we support Atlanta High School and Rabbit TV.
I believe that was Jaden Riley. Seems to be okay now, possibly a cramp. He was dealing with those during some scrimmages. Seems to be okay now. Here we go. This is big for Atlanta right here. First down, 7 to go, down by 3. Start of the second quarter.
Yeah, this is just like in the first quarter. Big situation for the Rabbits, giving them a chance to score right here and either tie it up or take the lead.
Batten in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
Looks like maybe some confusion about where the receivers are supposed to be lined up right now.
All 3 receivers move to the right-hand side. Harrison with the snap. And off to Batten, trying to get the edge. Slips a tackle, slips 2, but he is gang tackled by PG there. Looks like the ball came out. The ball came out. PG has the ball. 20-yard line, 10-yard line. No one's going to catch him. I do not see a call. As it looks right now, it's a PG touchdown. And that is the call, PG touchdown. Wow, what an unfortunate change of events for the Rabbits there. It looks like Batten fumbled. And here we go, here's the replay. Batten slipped a tackle. Oh, and I have no idea where the ball went. I guess it just slipped out of his hands, and is that number 12? I believe that to be number 12. Jabrin Baltimore with the touchdown. Wow, Atlanta goes from their own red zone to a touchdown for PG. That's rather unfortunate. Here's the kick. PAT, and it's good. So the score is 13-3 with 10 minutes and 57 seconds left to go in the second quarter.
And that is just a momentum killer right there, especially when you're inside the 10-yard line looking to score, and then the ball comes out and the defense takes it back for a touchdown. I believe that the ball was either punched or just slipped out as he was falling to the ground right there, right into the Pleasant Grove Hawk defender's hands.
Yeah, he didn't have to go anywhere. He just looked down. He's like, "Ooh, I got the ball." So he just ran it for a touchdown. That's great awareness by number 12, though. And Atlanta just looks, they just look gassed right now. It just, all the energy they had, all the hype that they had, it just seems wiped out now. They're going to need to get some back here on this drive. Very good offensive drives for Atlanta. Just 2 unfortunate events not getting the touchdown. The first drive they had having to kick a field goal, but it was still a successful drive nonetheless. And this last drive, like I said, another successful drive, just an unforced error by Batten there. But still, the offense is still clicking. Plenty of time to get back in this game. Only the second quarter. You got 11 minutes left in the second quarter. You have plenty of time.
Yeah, and I think the toughest part about that is the offense gets no time to rest. So those guys are going to have to go back out and try to put together another drive.
Exactly, and here's the kick, another pooch. And caught by number 17 again, Easton Patterson. Great catch there.
Yeah, I guess it looks like they're targeting number 17 Patterson with the pooch kicks tonight, because usually for the pooch kicks they pick somebody out and they target them.
Yeah.
Somebody that they think might not be as experienced and that they can exploit.
But he is 2 for 2 tonight.
Yeah, so maybe next, if there's on the next kickoff, we might see him try to target somebody new.
Wouldn't surprise me. Here we go, Atlanta on their own 37-yard line. Trying to have some repeat success, get in that end zone, and then finish and maybe get a touchdown. That's what they need. They've had plenty of success getting to the getting to the red zone, but they are 0 for 2 scoring touchdowns.
Hey, somebody tell Willie D to mute.
Apologize there. Good run by Riley to the right side.
Yeah, one difference tonight, though, for the drives of the Atlanta Rabbits and Pleasant Grove Hawks. The Atlanta Rabbits have started with better field position every time. It seems like the kickoff team for the Hawks are not trying to pin deep. They are just trying to do a pooch kick and get the ball back, while Atlanta is trying to pin PG as deep as possible.
Yeah, it's all about field position. And Atlanta going with 5 wide again, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Peyton Harrison with the snap. Short pass to number 5. DeCarvier range, just unable to come up with the catch there.
Yeah, after that fumble, it just looks like the offense is flustered. They need some time to calm down, so hopefully they can get off the field right here, or not get off the field right here.
Yeah.
I mean, get a touchdown to get off the field or score of some sort, so they can have a time to break and then go back out there without all the nerves that they have right now.
That's exactly what they're hoping for. Possibly that senior leadership from Peyton Harrison will come to fruition on the sideline. Here's the snap to the left. 3 to the left, to the right, and just the pass a little too high for Jaden Riley in the middle of the field. And that'll bring up 4th down and the punt unit.
Yeah, first time for the punt unit tonight for the Rabbits. First time all season. Let's see how it is.
Harrison, also the punter.
Yeah, if I remember last year, he had a few good punts, and he might not get them as high as some other punters, but he gets good rolls, and that's all that matters whenever you're punting.
You just need distance. And I imagine he's a little frustrated right now, so he's going to kick this ball as hard as possible. Here's the snap by Martin. Good snap. Decent kick from Harrison. And he's tackled near the 35-yard line. Surprised Solomon didn't go for a fair catch there.
Yeah, especially since the Rabbit defenders were so close. I mean, he caught it and was instantly tackled right there. That's just a situation where you see a fair catch 99% of the time because they don't want to accidentally muff or get hit and fumble.
Exactly. And here you go for the Hawks. Last offensive drive they had, the offense hasn't been on the field in a while. They scored a touchdown, had a rushing touchdown by Ritchie. And looks like it's going to be a throw here by number 4. Oh, and Eli Mitchell had a pass deflection there. Looked like Cy Stroman watching the ball the entire way, but Eli Mitchell's hand, not knowing, accidentally got in the way and had a pass deflection.
Yeah, and I believe that is the first pass of the night for Halter. I know Wright was in the game earlier, but now Halter is at quarterback, and that was the first pass for him. It looks like they were targeting Lance Jackson, but
pitch to the
there were
right.
3 defenders.
Oh, and he's got some room to run. 10 yards, 15-yard run by number 13, Nick Bales. Good run by the junior there.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed about the Pleasant Grove backfield today, they've had 4 or 5 guys running the ball, and it looks like no matter who they give it to, they're able to get on the edge and take it for a good gain.
Exactly. They have enough speed when they have that toss to get to the edge and just cut upfield for some yards. Atlanta's been struggling stopping that toss tonight. They've done well when the ball is run up the middle, but when it is tossed to the edge, they've struggled. And here's another toss to the right, Ritchie. And he's tackled by Landon Johnson. Big tackle from Landon Johnson. Boosie there.
Yeah, and then another helmet came off, but this time for the Pleasant Grove Hawks, it looks like it might have just not been tightened enough. It was a little loose on his head and just fell off. But I guess that's just a theme tonight. Helmets falling off for both teams.
Helmets have been falling off. That was Jaden Mathis, the junior guard and nose tackle. This brings up 2nd down and 6 to go on the Atlanta 46. PG in their huddle. Here's the snap. Some misdirection to number 33. Oh, and he's got plenty of room to run. Oh, he runs over Cy Stroman. Then he runs over his own teammate. Great run there. Number 33, Landon West, getting north and south.
Yeah, I mean, number 33, Landon West, he's not a guy that is going to run the ball as much as some of the other guys like number 1, Roland Ritchie. But whenever he gets the ball, he's one of the guys that's running downhill and looking to run somebody over.
Exactly, and he did there that time on that run. Here you go. Here's PG Hawks again. Toss to the left. He's got some space. He's going to need an open field tackle. And Atlanta does that with Landon Johnson and Eli Mitchell. Those linebackers are getting at it. And here Atlanta is going to bring in Markeelan Batten for cornerback, taking out Caleb Francisco, giving him a breather.
23-yard line. Second down and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. Ritchie in motion. Hand off to Ritchie, right side, jet sweep. Oh, he trips, stumbles, but he still gets the first down.
This is whenever the Rabbits defense really needs to step up right here, since the Hawks have pushed their way into the red zone. This is where they need to separate themselves and force a stop right here.
Exactly. You're going to need to stop here to keep it from a 3-possession game.
Looks like timeout. Ooh, no, I thought they signaled, heard a whistle, and the quarterback thought he heard one too.
Here's a snap. Hand off to Ritchie, right side. Surprise, surprise. Good run by Ritchie. Got about 5 yards, maybe 6.
And it looks like the it was number 99, Zamarian Ivory, on the tackle right there.
D1Z. And there is a little bit of rain trickling down, not heavy rain, just some light rain. Not really going to affect the Hawks. They haven't been passing a whole lot. They've been very good on the ground tonight. Here's a snap, pitch to the left side. Oh, he just burned number 23 to the edge. Never had a chance. TJ Rainey, the freshman. Good run by Jamarian Richardson there for his 2nd touchdown of the night.
Yeah, that's one theme with the Pleasant Grove Hawks. They're getting it out to the edge and running by everybody. So the Atlanta Rabbits are just going to need to get out there and make some open field tackles.
Exactly. This 1 and 2 combo. Here's the replay here. Richardson left side, just so much speed. Rainey tries to break down there and just never had a chance. Touchdown, Richardson. Lets him know about it. Here's a little pooch kick. Straight through the uprights. 20-3 is the score with 6:55 remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, and on that touchdown run, it looked like number 23. He broke down too early.
Exactly.
That's why these coaches are teaching to attack the outside hip where they can't get out there on you. But it looks like he just broke down a little too early and was unable to make the tackle.
And that's one of the adjustments I imagine Atlanta's going to make at halftime, is trying to stop that rusher. I mean, the runner of the ball to get on the outside edge. That's what they've been struggling tonight. They get on the outside and they just go up the field. The speed on these two backs, Ritchie and Richardson, is just insane.
Oh, yeah, because if they can limit the outside runs and they push it more inside, those big interior guys that Atlanta has and those linebackers are going to be in there on more tackles. And just like earlier in the game on that first drive, they're going to make all the tackles and have some big stops.
Exactly. And PG about to kick off. They've had 2 pooches tonight to Easton Patterson. Wonder if he'll go there again.
Yeah, it looks like the Rabbits they have a little different formation this time. They have the guys that have been getting the pooch kicks pushed a little bit further back. Not much, but a few yards.
Here's the kick. Here's that pooch again. Over Patterson's head. He has a good catch. And he runs out backwards, losing valuable yardage. And that's maybe just a mental error by the sophomore there.
Yeah, because most of the time guys in that position right there, they're told if they get the ball to go down or go out of bounds, but never told to go out backwards. So that was probably just a little bit of nerves and mental error right there by Patterson.
Yeah, he is a sophomore. Was on varsity last year, but didn't get a whole lot of reps. And this Atlanta offense is going to need a good drive here. Try to get some points on the board. They're down by 17. And Atlanta has not played a bad game tonight. They've played offense very well tonight. Just a few miscues here and there that have led to some errors and a PG touchdown.
Yeah, but right here, with 7 minutes left in the second quarter, they need a big drive right here to go into halftime.
Harrison drops back, short pass to the left side, but he cuts back right, and he's got some room. Markeelan batting for about a 15-yard gain and brings him up to their own 40-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like for so far in the first half, the Rabbits have had a better chances at gaining yards passing the ball than running the ball, which is a little bit different than previous years. But, I mean, if it's not broke, there's no reason to fix it. So
exactly,
I can see them doing these short passes for the rest of the game.
Wouldn't surprise me at all. 5 wide again. Harrison's had a great first half. Here's the snap. Drops back looking right. Steps up in the pocket. Jukes left. He's got some room to run, and he goes down. About a 10-yard run there for Harrison.
Oh, yeah, great job by Harrison stepping up in the pocket and avoiding pressure, because whenever they have these guys spread out 5 wide, PG's going to be sending the big blitz every time, and the only way they're going to get these passes off is if the Atlanta O-line holds up and if Harrison can keep using his mobility. That's the best part about Harrison with the 5 wide. He's able to run around, avoid defenders, and step up in the pocket and get a gain just like that.
And that's exactly what you want to see. Second and 1 to go. And they're in the pistol formation with Batten behind Harrison.
Yeah,
two receivers to the left, one on the right.
This is the only time I can see a run coming into play right here on a second or short, third and short, fourth and short maybe. But I feel like for every other down, they're going to keep going to the pass.
And I don't blame them. They passed it very well tonight. Here's the snap. Hand off to Batten. Up the middle. He's got some room to run left side. And he's taken down on the 46-yard line of PG Hawk territory. This offense for Atlanta has just looked very good tonight. They've had some great drives. Like I said, the unfortunate fumble from Batten that led to a PG touchdown. But the offense has been clicking on all cylinders. They just have to get to the end zone.
Yeah, and then on that play, it looked like we had helmet number 4 come off for the day, so maybe we need to get a helmet counter going.
Dude, we might need it.
Because it looked like number 18, Cameron Williams, his helmet came off on that play. Looks like these guys are just not tightening their helmets down good enough.
I know. They're going to need a meeting at halftime on how to tighten your helmet. You'll watch a little tutorial video. Here we go. PG Hawk is down, I believe. So we're going to go to commercial real quick.
You've spent years working hard to create your financial security. Reward yourself with a checking account designed specifically for you by a bank that shows you the outstanding level of customer service you deserve. With State Bank's Elite Checking, you can qualify for a competitive rate of interest, no monthly service fee, free checks, and superior customer service. Let State Bank be your bank for service, relationships, and living life.
I believe that was Landon West, number 33 for the Hawks. He seemed to be all right, just a little banged up.
Yeah, it's good to see when the guys can walk off on their own power to let you know that they're okay.
Here we go. Here's the snap to Harrison. Looks back. Whole lot of time in the pocket. Steps up left. Throws to number 12, Braylon Rowe. Great pickup by Braylon Rowe there. Another 15-yard gain. Atlanta is getting their yards in chunks tonight.
Yeah, that's the speed by Harrison, allowing him to run around in the pocket and get to the edge around the defenders and just deliver an absolute bullet right there to Braylon Rowe.
Exactly.
Is what's going to keep them in this game tonight.
And that was a great pass. You know, it's hard enough that the PG Hawks really don't have enough time to react, but it's not super hard that Braylon Rowe can't really catch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially when it looked like they had 3 guys guarding Braylon Rowe on that play. So, I mean, even though he didn't gain much after catch, but he still gained a first down.
Open rusher. Oh, Atlanta was trying to set up a screen, and they had room to run for Batten.
Yeah, I think that they, the coaches identified that PG was sending that all-out blitz right there because if that would have got to Batten right there, that would have been an easy touchdown because there was nobody all the way to the end zone.
Exactly, and that's a very tough play for Harrison to make. Oh, there's still an offsides by PG.
Oh, so it ended up being a free play. So, yeah, I mean, maybe that's why the defender was in the backfield so quick because he jumped off sides.
Might have been.
Especially with the PG D-line, especially Lance Jackson being 6'5", whenever they throw their arms up in the air like that, it's very hard for Harrison to see where he's throwing. So he really just has to throw it up and hope Batten comes down with it.
But they're in a great spot right here on their own 19-yard line in the red zone again.
Yeah, for the third time this game, 0 for 2 on touchdown. So far, only 3 points scored inside of the red zone. But hopefully they can turn it around right here.
Here's the snap. Steps up in the pocket, runs left, zips it to number 12, Braylon Rowe, but pass is deflected by who is that? Number 11 for PG, Jaden Scales. Great play by Scales there. But, man, Peyton Harrison has just looked very good at the quarterback position tonight. All that work in the offseason is really paying off.
Yeah, you know that ball was thrown a hair behind, but in that situation, that's as best as you're going to get because he had 2 or 3 guys in his face and got it out instead of taking a sack and was almost a touchdown catch by Braylon Rowe.
Exactly. And, you have some room there to work with because you're at 2nd and 5 right now. You got some time. There's not a whole lot of urgency to get first down. Take some shots in the end zone. Flip out to Jaden Rowley. Looks like a screen. Tries to score there. He might have gotten it, but Lance Jackson drug him down from behind. Now they're on the 10-yard line, and they got a first down. So, successful play there.
Yeah, these big boys from PG, they might be big, but they are agile, and they can get out there and tackle somebody.
They can certainly move.
They're moving from sideline to sideline just as much as the defensive back and linebackers.
Oh, and it is in first and 10. It's not first and goal. So if Atlanta gets to the 1-yard line, they'll have a whole new set of downs. Here we go. Peyton Harrison in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Batting on his right-hand side. It's tipped at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was aiming for targeting DeCarvier range. He looked to be open, but those PG hands got thrown up and tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, yeah, he would have had a touchdown there. The defender guarding him, number 2, was all the way backpedaling in the end zone. All he had to do was catch it and walk right in.
And, I know the pass has been working for you very well tonight, but I would also like to see a little mix of run right here, especially when you only have about 11 yards to go. But, I'm not a coach, so that might be why. Oh, play action. Peyton Harrison's rolling left. Got no one open. Zips it. Ooh, maybe not the smartest idea there. Almost threw it to Roland Ritchie. He's just everywhere tonight, folks. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, but it looked like they lined up Riley in the backfield, which we've seen a little bit tonight. But they were doing just a little play-action pass, trying to get it to Riley in the flats and let him run to the end zone.
But it was covered up well by the PG Hawks defense. And give credit to this Hawks defense. They've played very well tonight, especially with Atlanta's offense playing as good as it has. They've only held them to 3 points.
Yeah, for the Atlanta's intended receiver tonight, it seems like there's 3 or 4 Hawks around him every single time. So if the Hawks can keep that up, that's going to be hard for the Rabbits to score.
Zip pass to the right. DeCarvier range. He cuts left, he cuts right, and gets about maybe 5 or 6 yards there. And I believe this is 4th down territory for the Rabs. You're down by 3 possessions. Tyler Morton's got 2 timeouts. Maybe he wants to talk it over here.
Yeah, especially in this situation, 3 minutes left until halftime, the clock ticking down. A field goal right here doesn't do anything for you.
Exactly. Looks like they're going to go for it.
This is touchdown territory or nothing. Because if they don't get a touchdown, the Hawks are pinned back deep in their territory.
Exactly.
And if they can stop them, they'll have great field position for the next drive.
But if you get to the 1-yard line, you do get a first down. So always got to keep that in the back of your mind. Lance Jackson just free running. Peyton Harrison throws left. Oh, it's caught! Does he have a first down? It'll all depend on the spot.
It looks like they're going to give it to him.
Caught by Braylon Rowe, I believe. It all determined on the spot. Let's see. PG is saying they got the hold, but we'll see.
It does look like the spot that the refs are giving is a first down as of now, but we'll have to see if they're going to bring out the chains. But what a great play by Harrison.
I know, that's amazing.
He had 2 guys in his face falling backwards and threw an absolute dart.
I know, Lance Jackson, 6'5", coming at you, the Texas recruit. Here we go. Here's the call. Are they going to bring out the chains?
It looks like they are.
I think they are. Oh, looks like PG got the hold. I would have liked to see a little, maybe the chains, but maybe they could tell. Wow, that's a unfortunate stop for the Hawks there.
Yeah, it looks like the Rabbits may have been about half a yard short from the first down, but this is terrible field position for the Hawks right
Yeah.
now, and if the Rabs defense can come up with a stop right here, they're going to be right back in the red zone.
Looks like they're going to remeasure here. And that's smart. You know, you always want to bring out the sticks just to make sure. And it looks like Atlanta is going to be short. Still a great play by Harrison, though. Like I said, the Atlanta offense has played very well tonight for a season opener. It's just they have not been able to finish in the end zone.
Yeah, especially against such a great defense like the Pleasant Grove Hawks. And I think that might be one of the best plays we see all night by a player, that play by Peyton Harrison, because that's such a hard throw falling backwards like that. I'm surprised he got it out, and an even better play by the receiver.
Be a big stop for the Rabs if they could get a safety here. PG runs it to the right side of number 33, Landon West.
Yeah, this is a situation where you're going to see Landon West, because he's the downhill runner, because right now they can't really go with the toss, because that would put the tailback in the end zone, and if there was a defender back there, that's a safety, so they can't take a chance on doing that, so they're going to have to keep the inside run, which if they keep doing the inside run just like earlier, we might see another Rabbit stop.
Exactly. You got about 2 yards on that run. They're going to hand it off to the right side. Cuts it up the middle. He's got some room to run. Cuts it up to the right side. Number 3, James Solomon. He's still going. Pushed out of bounds at the 30 by Cy Stroman. What a run by James Solomon. And that's the exact opposite of what the Atlanta defense wanted there. You're going to need to stop them this half. Do not want PG to put more points on the board, because you get the ball to start the second half. And PG is going quick. They run to the right with Ronald Ritchie, and he's still going. And he gets hawked down by number 4, Caleb Francisco.
Yeah, it looks like number 23, TJ Rainey, was on the edge again, and he keeps setting his feet. And whenever he's setting his feet like that, he gets his hips turned the wrong way and can't get around to make the tackle.
And they've been attacking the young freshman tonight as Batten comes in for the young freshman. Smart move by Tyler Morton there. Here's the handoff to Ritchie. Right side. Oh, and number 15 for the Rabbits, Simmons, lays the boom. Good tackle by Simmons there.
I'm Dylan Thompson with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. But you know, true wealth is found in knowledge. And that's why we support it.
And Ronald Ritchie took a big hit there. A little shaky when he got up.
Yeah, I really hope he's okay, because he's going to be a game changer for the Pleasant Grove Hawks this entire season.
Exactly. Here's the snap. Flip to the right. Richardson. And he's got speed for days, folks. But he is thrown down by Cy Stroman. PG's been getting yards and chunks with that toss play. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, I mean, Ritchie's out, but then Richardson steps in and does the exact same thing. That's what the Hawks have been doing all night. They have guys that can do it every time.
And he goes again, left side. He's got room to run. Blocking Batten. Oh, and he gets thrown out of bounds at the 3-yard line. At the 2-yard line, excuse me. At the 1-yard line, my bad. 1 for 3. 1:37 remaining in this first half. PG knocking at the door. QB sneak would not surprise me. Running to the right with Richardson, and he's got the trifecta, the hat trick, 3rd touchdown of the night in the first half. Brings up PG 26-3 with 1:25 remaining in the second quarter.
You know, right there, there's a chance that PG might have scored too quickly, leaving too much time on the clock for the Rabs to put together a potential drive right here.
That is possible, but I doubt PG is worried about saving time for Atlanta since they just scored another touchdown. Third rushing touchdown tonight. And here's the PAT. Good snap, good hold, low kick, and it is no good. 2 missed extra points tonight, and the score is 26-3. Here's the replay of the third Richardson touchdown. Oh, you saw the back half there. Sorry.
But one thing that is a problem for the Hawks because of the 2 missed PATs are it's still a 3-possession game because the Rabs, all it takes is 3 touchdowns and a few 2-point conversions, and they're back in this game.
Exactly, and the Rabbits certainly have the skill to do it. They're just going to need the dice to start falling their way, cookies to start crumbling their way. It's just been rather unfortunate for them tonight. Like I said, stopped on their own 2-yard line, just like 6 inches short.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Rabs they're moving up and down the field. They're moving an entire drive down inside the red zone in 3 or 4 plays, and then it's like they're just hitting a brick wall and unable to move the ball once they are inside of the red zone.
Exactly like you said. There's like a brick wall right in the end zone, and the Rabbits just cannot penetrate through there.
Yeah, but I think once the Rabs can break through the brick wall, then it's going to be a totally different game.
We'd love to see some deep shots here with 1:25 remaining, but you don't want to take too many deep shots and have a few incomplete passes to give the Hawks enough time. Here's the kick, and it's fielded and just goes straight down. Number 12, Braylon Rowe.
Great job by Rowe right there getting on top of it, because those pooch kicks, that could have took a horrible bounce, but it bounced perfectly right into his arms, and he was able to stop it. Looks like the Rabbit fans are starting to get their umbrellas out. It's still not coming down hard, just a few sprinkles here and there, but the fans are starting to get their umbrellas out to have a more comfortable game.
That is a ginormous umbrella we see in our point of view. Like, that's like one of those
beach umbrellas.
Beach umbrellas, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
see, like even bigger than that.
There might be 3 or 4 families under that.
I know. Here we go. 5 wide again, to the left, through the right. Free rusher. Harrison steps up, chunks it. Number 3. He had him. He was wide open, but he just dropped it. That's a 3rd drop tonight for the Rabs. C.J. Whaley, the freshman, also the kicker.
Yeah, hopefully we can see a spark out of the Rabs coming out the second half, because their sideline right now in their huddle just looks dead.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like they have no energy, and if they don't pick up some energy, then the game's going to be over.
It's going to get away from them, yeah. But they have not played bad football. Like, they've played some very good football. It's just certain moments, it's just critical mistakes that they're having.
Oh, yeah, the Rabs haven't had a bad offensive drive all night. They've drove down the field almost every single time, but it's just when they get inside that red zone.
Toss patch the Batten. He's got room to run. About a 20-yard pass there.
Yeah, I think he's out right around the 45-yard line. And so now it's just 45 to go, and they have 1:10 left on the clock. And since he did go out of bounds, the clock did stop. So it's looking better for the Rabs.
That's exactly what you need to get your athletes in some space. Batten the Arkansas commit.
Yeah, because if the Rabs can score right here and then come out of half and score again, it's then just a one-possession football game.
And that same set, 5 wide. Here's a snap. Throws it to Jaden Riley, and another drop there for Riley. Perhaps the pass was a little low, but a very catchable ball for Riley.
Yeah, I think we're going to see even more of the 5 wide coming out the second half, because that seems to be the only thing working for the Rabs right now. It's the only way they can move up and down the field, but they might have an incomplete pass or two, but then the next play they're going to get a big chunk play of 15, 20, maybe even 25, 30 yards.
The Rabs offense has been very explosive. They've had like possibly a few incompletions, but then they get 15 yards the next play. Or sack. Lance Jackson takes them down. Lance Jackson and number 15, Jalen Foster, the junior.
Yeah, it looked like the Atlanta offensive line just crumbled right there. They're starting to get tired, and looks like there's a timeout being taken by the Rabbits.
I believe this timeout is PG.
Oh, is it PG?
That would make the most sense. Yeah, it is PG's timeout. They're trying to save some clock with 3rd and 16. And the clock is reset to 54 seconds.
I guess the Hawks are looking to get the ball back and trying to score again before the half's over.
I mean, I don't blame them. It takes one pitch to the right with Richardson and Ritchie. Wouldn't surprise me. This is a very awkward situation for the Rabs. You would want to run it usually, but PG's got 2 more timeouts. So if you run the ball, they're just going to stop the clock. So you might as well pass in this situation, but do not throw an interception here. Harrison's a good, decent punter.
Yeah.
Pin him in the 20.
On this 3rd and long right here, you have to get a big chunk play.
And he drops back, looking right the whole way. Zips it to number 12, Braylon Rowe, but it is broken up by the opposite number 12, Baltimore. And that leaves 48 seconds left. And Harrison's starting to look a little frustrated.
Yeah, and right here, we have to have there needs to be a good punt out of Harrison right here because if they don't pin them deep right here, it sets the Hawks up pretty in a good position to score again.
Last time on the punt, PG did not have an urgency to rush. Perhaps this will change here. Wouldn't surprise me if it did.
Yeah, there's no one back to return for PG.
And they did have a few rushers. Oh, Harrison got an unfortunate bounce. Drops at about the 22-yard line. 39 seconds remaining in this first half.
Yeah, that was a little unusual by the Hawks not having a returner right there. I would have thought that they would have sent a huge rush right there, but it looked like they kind of stayed back a little bit. And they just wanted to see where Harrison's punt would go.
Yeah. Here we go. First down for the Hawks. They've run the ball very well tonight. All their yards coming in the rushing form of it. Number 28 is in for the Rabbits, Casey Watley. And they're going to throw it here, roll right. And it is stopped short. Very short. Good tackle there by Eli Mitchell, number 23 for the Hawks. Brody Watts.
Looks like they're hurrying up right here, trying to get to the line as quick as possible.
Looks like a flip to the right. Guess who? Oh, and the ball is out. Oh, and Atlanta falls on its side. Stroman grabs the ball with 9 seconds remaining.
And for the first time all night, number 23, T.J. Rainey, he twisted his hips the right way, forced the running back inside, allowing someone to punch the ball out.
And that's exactly what you love to see from the freshman. And that was not one of the normal ball carriers for the Hawks there. That was Nick Bells. Nick Bells has not had a rushing attempt tonight, I believe. So he was cold, and he had a fumble. And looks like the Rabbits have got 2 timeouts with 9 seconds left. Possibly got time for maybe 2 shots in the end zone.
Yeah, I could even see the Rabs doing a little quick screen or quick pass right here, trying to gain as much as possible and then just go down. Maybe even try to settle for another field goal. All you want right here is some sort of points.
Exactly. You could bring it in 20 points if you get a field goal here. So maybe a little short pass, see how many yards you get, and then the next decision is based off this play right here. Or you can just take 2 shots.
Yeah, but Harrison has the arm to get it down to the end zone. So
oh, yeah.
If the Rabbit receivers can get by the defenders, there's no chance that they could score.
Harrison pump fakes. Goes left. Oh, and he's rolling. Lance Jackson in pursuit. Oh, and he's taken down. You can't take a sack there. Horrible timing for Harrison. Great tackle Great sack by Lance Jackson, the Texas commit. And that's why he's a Texas commit. And that brings us to the end of the first half. The score is 26-3. PG is leading as we go to commercial.
I'm Dylan Thompson with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. But you know, true wealth is found in knowledge. And that's why we support Atlanta High School and Rabbit TV.
Whether you're looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
Undetected vision issues can lead to difficulties in school, hinder social interactions, and even affect their self-esteem. The good news is that there's a simple solution: regular eye checkups for your child. If a vision issue is identified, corrective measures like glasses or contact lenses can make a world of difference.
The Eye Guys are a proud supporter of Rabbit TV and Atlanta High School. Go Rabs!
Here, we provide quality materials for your dream home, and Atlanta ISD provides quality educational opportunities to help students pursue their dream futures. Red River Lumber and the Design Center is proud to be a continued supporter of Rabbit TV.
You've spent years working hard to create your financial security. Reward yourself with a checking account designed specifically for you by a bank that shows you the outstanding level of customer service you deserve. With State Bank's Elite Checking, you can qualify for a competitive rate of interest, no monthly service fee, free checks, and superior customer service. Let State Bank be your bank for service, relationships, and living life to its fullest.
All right. Yeah, they finna play some music. We're gonna try to catch it.
Junior Lieutenant Taylor Harding. Year 2024-2025 Showstopper captain is Senior Amy Wallach. The Showstoppers, under the direction of Jessica Bolton, and tonight they will perform a field jazz routine to Calabria. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pleasant Grove Showstoppers. The Pleasant Grove Independent School District proudly presents for your continuing halftime entertainment the award-winning Pleasant Grove High School Band. The Pleasant Grove Band is led on the field by drum majors, senior Deanna Dyer and junior Eden Venable. Center North captain is junior Aubrey Franklin. Tonight, the band will begin their performance by featuring their color guard performing a routine to Blinding Lights. The Pleasant Grove High School Band. The Grove High School Band is under the direction of Jay Sutton, assisted by Devin Sykes, Jody Digby, Anna Sutton, Kevin Sutton, Tia Davenport, Don Cochran, Austin Head, and Tammy Porterfield. We would like to thank the Pleasant Grove Band boosters, school board and administration for their support of our program, and also our corporate sponsors, Red River Beef Company, Garrett Sporting Goods, River Credit Union, Purdue Medical Spa, Ledwell Enterprises, New Teetering, or Hyundai, or Honda, or Chevrolet, Winston Trucking, Storage, Rogers Construction, Mason & Sons Overhead Door, Reward Tattoo Studio, Knox Reynolds and Sound, Mexico Future Equip, Bumper Towing, Driving Home, and Premier Outdoor Equipment. Go Hawks!
I'm Dylan Thompson with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. But you know, true wealth is found in knowledge. And that's why we support Atlanta High School and Rabbit TV.
Whether you're looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
Undetected vision issues can lead to difficulties in school, hinder social interactions, and even affect their self-esteem. The good news is that there's a simple solution: regular eye checkups for your child. If a vision issue is identified, corrective measures like glasses or contact lenses can make a world of difference.
The Eye Guys are a proud supporter of Rabbit TV and Atlanta High School. Go Rabs!
Here, we provide quality materials for your dream home, and Atlanta ISD provides quality educational opportunities to help students pursue their dream futures. Red River Lumber and the Design Center is proud to be a continued supporter of Rabbit TV.
You've spent years working hard to create your financial security. Reward yourself with a checking account designed specifically for you by a bank that shows you the outstanding level of customer service you deserve. With State Bank's Elite Checking, you can qualify for a competitive rate of interest, no monthly service fee, free checks, and superior customer service. Let State Bank be your bank for service, relationships, and living life to its fullest.
A place I can learn a lifelong skill? Sure, I'd like to see that.
Atlanta can show you that.
A place where I can be creative? Sure, I'd like to see that.
We can show you that.
A place where I can give back to my community? I'd like to see that.
We can show you that.
A place with a competitive spirit?
Sure, I like to see that.
I'd love to see that.
I can show you that.
A place where we'd never give up? I'd like to see that.
I can show you that.
A place I can pursue multiple talents? I would like to see that.
We can show you that.
A place I can be ready for life. I'd like to see that.
Atlanta can show you that.
It has been said that the education system is on life support, that it's broken. Somewhere teachers are leaving the profession. Somewhere there isn't enough funding. But that's not here. We teachers, administrators, aides, and other support services, we are Atlanta by choice. We choose to show up and be there for our students. With our whistles, flare pins, and print shop orders, we choose Atlanta. We choose to step into the challenge of not only educating, but molding our students to reach their full potential. To rise up and get gritty. Through good days and bad, we answer the call to lead our students and city into the future.
Thank you for choosing my education.
Thank you for choosing our community.
Thank you for choosing to teach me.
Thank you for choosing my daughter.
Thank you for choosing to be a part of the Atlanta family. Thank you for choosing to build the leaders of tomorrow.
Thank you for choosing to love on me.
Thank you for choosing to keep our children safe.
Thank you for choosing Atlanta ISD.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for choosing Atlanta.
We are Atlanta by choice.
I'm Dylan Thompson with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. But you know, true wealth is found in knowledge. And that's why we support Atlanta High School and Rabbit TV.
Whether you're looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
Undetected vision issues can lead to difficulties in school, hinder social interactions, and even affect their self-esteem. The good news is that there's a simple solution: regular eye checkups for your child. If a vision issue is identified, corrective measures like glasses or contact lenses can make a world of difference.
The Eye Guys are a proud supporter of Rabbit TV and Atlanta High School. Go Rabs!
Here, we provide quality materials for your dream home, and Atlanta ISD provides quality educational opportunities to help students pursue their dream futures. Red River Lumber and the Design Center is proud to be a continued supporter of Rabbit TV.
You've spent years working hard to create your financial security. Reward yourself with a checking account designed specifically for you by a bank that shows you the outstanding level of customer service you deserve. With State Bank's Elite Checking, you can qualify for a competitive rate of interest, no monthly service fee, free checks, and superior customer service. Let State Bank be your bank for service, relationships, and living life to its fullest.
Undetected vision issues can lead to difficulties in school, hinder social interactions, and even affect their self-esteem. The good news is that there's a simple solution: regular eye checkups for your child. If a vision issue is identified, corrective measures like glasses or contact lenses can make a world of difference.
The Eye Guys are a proud supporter of Rabbit TV and Atlanta High School. Go Rabs!
A place I can learn a lifelong skill? Sure, I'd like to see that.
Atlanta can show you that.
A place where I can be creative? Sure, I'd like to see that.
We can show you that.
A place where I can give back to my community? I'd like to see that.
We can show you that.
A place with a competitive spirit?
Sure, I like to see that.
I'd love to see that.
I can show you that.
A place where we'd never give up? I'd like to see that.
I can show you that.
A place I can pursue multiple talents? I would like to see that.
We can show you that.
A place I can be ready for life. I'd like to see that.
Atlanta can show you that.
It has been said that the education system is on life support, that it's broken. Somewhere teachers are leaving the profession. Somewhere there isn't enough funding. But that's not here. We teachers, administrators, aides, and other support services, we are Atlanta by choice. We choose to show up and be there for our students. With our whistles, flare pins, and print shop orders, we choose Atlanta. We choose to step into the challenge of not only educating, but molding our students to reach their full potential. To rise up and get gritty. Through good days and bad, we answer the call to lead our students and city into the future.
Thank you for choosing my education.
Thank you for choosing our community.
Thank you for choosing to teach me.
Thank you for choosing my daughter.
Thank you for choosing to be a part of the Atlanta family.
Thank you for choosing to build the leaders of tomorrow.
Thank you for choosing to love on me.
Thank you for choosing to keep our children safe.
Thank you for choosing Atlanta ISD.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for choosing Atlanta.
We are Atlanta by choice.
The Lakewater Bears defeated Dangerfield 21-13. At halftime tonight, the Longview Spring Hill leads Sabine 35-25. Liberty Ilo leads Pittsburgh 27-0. Winland Bowl leads Sims Bowie 19-0. White Oak Roughneck over the Eustis Bulldogs 50-13. New Diana Eagles 47, Mount Vernon 17. Elysian Field 37, Kennehaw 20. Hook over Harmony 22-14. Hawkins over Marlow 54-8 at halftime. Marshall leads the Tyler High School Lions 21-14 at halftime. Gilman over Longview Pine Trees 15-7 at halftime. Carthage and Kilgore. Carthage 8, Kilgore 7. With 2 minutes 52 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
That's a lot. February
Hello and welcome back to Game Day in the A. Your Atlanta Rabbits are down 3-26 to the PG Hawks. We got about 3 minutes till game time starts. Well, second half starts, excuse me. We'd like to shout out Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. Find them at www.dtwm.com. The iGuys, you can find them at theiGuysOfTXK.com. And Price Hardware of Atlanta, Terry's Treasures for all your baby and boutique needs. And the Rabbit Patch. They are open till midnight tonight. They've got some great food, so hop on down there. See what I did there? Hop on down there to Rabbit Patch. They got some good food, and they're open till midnight tonight. So after the game, go on down there. Atlanta has not played bad tonight. They've had a few unfortunate offensive drives into their own end zone. One time having a turnover on downs at the 2-yard line, and the other time having a forced fumble turn into a touchdown for PG on their own 15-yard line. And on the PG offensive side of the ball, they've been running the ball very well, only had maybe 1 or 2 completed passes. That pitch play to the edge, get their running backs with speed in space has worked very well for them tonight. Roland Ritchie has had a lot of yards, and Jamarian Richardson has 3 touchdowns. He's got the hat trick in 1 half. So Atlanta's going to need some adjustments. This Atlanta crowd is still here trying to cheer on their Rabs.
Yeah, and it looks like for the second half, the Rabs are not running back out. They're just walking out because I bet Coach Morton said they don't need to run out. It's just walk out. It's time for straight business because they're down right now, and they have 2 quarters left to try to fight back. And so their defense is going to have to make stops, and their offense is going to have to get in the end zone.
Very attainable, though. The offense has worked very well for the Rabbits. They just need to get in the end zone. And the defense they showed up on the last drive, forcing a fumble and getting a fumble recovery. They're going to need more of that in the second half if they want to hang with PG.
Yeah, I think all it takes out of the Rabbits right here is they need to score right here on this opening possession, and they need to force a big stop and then score again. And they just need to get a little bit of momentum going, and then after that, I think it's just going to be a battle to the end.
That's all you need. You just need a little mo. You need a little mo, then you can go. And Atlanta will get the ball. PG won the toss and elected to receive, so Atlanta will get the ball to start the second half.
The Rabbits will receive the ball.
PG has done the pooch kick every time tonight when they kick off. James Solomon's been their kicker.
And they have targeted that right side with Patterson and Rowe every single time. So it looks like they're getting in a little bit better position to defend that pooch kick, a better position to catch and go down right here. But we could see them attack this other side and try to shock the Rabs right here.
Wouldn't surprise me, but Solomon is looking the right way.
Yeah, and he has the ball faced that way, so we're expecting another pooch kick to Patterson.
Oh, it's a bomb. Braylon Rowe gets it at the 15-yard line, going to try to make something of it. Cuts back to the right side. Oh, and he's dropped down by number 22. Good tackle by 22. That is Buck Anderson, the junior.
Yeah, right there is one of those times where you just got to get up the field. You can't run side to side right there because those PG guys, they have the speed to keep up, and you just got to try to get vertical.
Exactly. Here we go. Peyton Harrison walks out onto the field. He's had a decent game tonight, just can't get in the end zone. Going to try to find it tonight. This half, excuse me. Here we go. 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. He's got Batten in the backfield to his left. Play action, toss to Jaden Riley on the left. He's got speed. He's got room to run. About a 9-yard gain. Jaden Riley, great start for the Rabs there.
It looks like they might be spotting them a first down right here. No, so it is 1 yard short.
Second down and 1 to go. Rabs on their own 30-yard line. These short passes has worked very well for the Rabs tonight. Not a whole lot of long balls, but the medium and short passes have worked well for them tonight. Whole lot of passing from the Rabs and a whole lot of running from the Hawks. Completely different offenses. Snap to Harrison. Looks left, throws left. Stop route, Braylon Rowe, about a 5-yard gain. The ball comes out.
But it looks like the ball is.
Ball went out of bounds,
out
yes.
Of bounds.
And looks like that helps the Rabs. They got about 9 yards there when Rowe caught the ball for a 5-yard gain, but looks like the ball popped out rolled about 4 yards. So lucky break for the Rabs. Could have been disastrous.
Yeah, and I expect more of the quick passes out of the Rabs this half, and we might see a deep shot down the field trying to shock the Hawks, get them off, catch them off guard. But I expect more quick passes and a few runs.
Here's a run to Batten trying to get the edge, and he's just got nowhere to go. Slammed down by Lance Jackson. Looked like a face mask, and no call.
Wow. Yeah, that really did look like a face mask right there. It looked like he was taken down by the defender, wrapping his hands and gripping his face mask, but I guess the refs really couldn't see it from that angle.
Shout out to the Eye Guys. You can find them at the eyeguys of TXK.com for all your vision needs. Here we go, second down, 11 to go. 2 left, 2 right. Batten in the backfield. Play action. Just slammed down. Lance Jackson. He's everywhere tonight, folks.
Yeah, this Pleasant Grove Hawks D-line, I mean, they're more hyped up than ever. They're getting through the O-line almost every play now, and if the O-line can't stop blocking, it's going to be a long second half.
And it's just struggling for the Rabs here. They're trying to get one Pacific blocker on Lance Jackson because Ty Walden has done very well tonight. Lance Jackson keeps moving left and right, trying to get different matchups. I believe he's on Marcellus Kirk now, trying to get by him.
It looks like they are putting a tight end out there to help them block, but coming on this side is
3rd and long. Harrison steps up in the pocket and spins move, and he spins to the ground. So that'll bring up 4th down and about 12.
Yeah, it looked like Harrison, he was going forward, but then he couldn't decide between a juke or a spin move right there, and tried to do both, and ended up getting a little tripped up and just fell down. But hopefully we can see a good punt out of Harrison right here, and maybe a possible return by the Hawks returner.
Solomon. And the rain is much more visible now, steadily coming down. Not too heavy, but it is a heavy sprinkle, if that makes sense.
Oh, and a bad punt by Harrison, but it's going to roll.
He got a nice roll. Not a whole lot of hang time, but he did get a nice roll. Brings it to the Hawks 24, looks like.
Yeah, and I believe that is the longest punt by Harrison on the night. It might have only had a hang time of about half a second, but it just hit the ground and just started rolling.
Hey, it don't matter how it gets there as long as it gets there. It's like in golf, you top a ball, but if it gets on the green, it don't matter.
Yeah, so now I know that Coach Tyler Morton for the Rabs are looking for a big stop out of the defense right here and hoping that his D-line can keep hitting hard on the O-line.
PG under center all night. Looks like a timeout by Josh Gibbs, the head coach for PG.
Yeah, and it looks like for the second half, it will be number 10, Walker Wright, at the quarterback position for the Pleasant Grove Hawks. As we saw, Wright did start the game on the first possession, and after a quick 3 and out, Halter started taking over the possessions after that, and we've seen very minimal passing out of both, but I think we've only had 1 pass out of Wright all day.
But both have been on the field at times. It's been interesting. They've had Walker Wright line up at receiver in the first half, but they did have Jarrett Halter under center. So that was very interesting. Maybe Walker giving the plays. Here we go. Walker under center. Excuse me. Halter under center. Hands it off to the right-hand side. Good tackle by D1Z there is Amarian Ivory.
Yeah, so it looks like the Hawks did decide to stay with Halter for the second half, because I did see Wright getting warmed up on the sideline, and he did run out in the initial huddle, but they did trade him out for Halter.
Maybe a little miscommunication on who they wanted at quarterback.
Yeah, but, you know, with the wing T, as you were saying earlier, Wright might have been giving them plays. They do have that outside receiver run to the sideline, receive the play from the quarterback, and then echo it to the huddle.
Exactly.
And then get out quick, and then they're getting down and they're snapping the ball.
Here we go, under center again. Motion man going left. And out to the tailback. He's running up the middle. He's got room to roll. Got about a 7-yard gain there. Maybe 6, excuse me.
And that looked like it was number 23, Brody Watts. That might be his first carry on the night. I know they spread the ball out, but I think it's the first time he's got it all night.
Third down, Atlanta trying to get a stop. Richie runs into his own man, but he's still got a spin move, and he goes down. Good third down stop for the Rabs. One of rare third down stops for the Rabs there. They had one the first drive, and I don't think they had another one since now. So maybe this Rabs defense has been working on something in the locker room, maybe noticing something.
And even though Richie didn't get the first down, that was still a great run. He took 2 big hits by the Rabbit linebackers and was able to keep going until he was eventually tackled.
Jaden Riley calling for a fair catch. Good catch in the rain. Very easily to get away from him there. Good catch by Riley. Sure-handed Riley. He's had 2 drops tonight. Very uncharacteristic of him.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Riley doesn't drop another ball all season, because he has some of the best hands on the team, and, I mean, he has to have at least a 95% catch rate.
Riley is a big part of this Atlanta offense.
Yeah, he's always somebody they can turn to whenever they're struggling to gain some yard with a quick slant or a little curl route or a screen. Because as we saw last year in the game against White Oak, whenever he broke the single game receiving yard record, I think he ran 3 screen passes over 75 yards for a touchdown.
Very explosive. Handoff to Jamarian Austin, his first carry of the night. Oh, and he's running with some downhill power. Forward progress will give him about 7 yards. Good run from Austin, the senior. Austin is more of a balanced back. Markeelan Batten is more of a speed back. Jamarian Austin has got power and he's got speed. He's a do-it-all back.
Yeah, and I think that the Rabs are going to be leaning on him and Marshawn Woodbury, some of the bigger backs in the second half, because as they've seen with Batten out of the backfield, if he can't get the edge, the big D linemen for the Hawks are able to tackle him easy, but some of these bigger guys that have more power are able to run through him.
Mm-hmm. And it's always good to have Batten lined up at receiver trying to get some good yardage. Oh, and looks like a face mask there, and the ref on the Atlanta sideline did notice it. Good flag. Looks like the closest ref didn't notice it, but glad that the zebra near us on the 45-yard line did.
Yeah, the line judge over here, he was able to see that face mask very clearly. It looked like it was a hard call for the one behind Harrison because he didn't really have the angle. Mm-hmm. But that's a great break for the Rabs, giving them a first down and pushing them into Pleasant Grove territory.
Exactly. You go from a big sack for the Hawks to an unfortunate penalty for the Hawks, so Atlanta gets another first down there and 15 yards tacked onto that.
Yeah, but one thing about the Hawks defense tonight, they've been tackling really high, and they've had their hands on the face mask on a lot of tackles. Not all have been called, but it's happened a lot.
But this has been a very well officiated game. Shout out to all the refs we got this night.
Oh, yeah, we've really had no controversial calls. Been a clean game all night. Hopefully it stays like that.
For sure. Here's Harrison looked left, but he throws right to DeCarvier Range. DeCarvier Range kicks left, goes right, got about 11-yard gain for the first down. This offense is starting to move for Atlanta. They're going to get some quick scores.
Hopefully the Rabs can come up a little bit more here than in recent red zone possessions, because we've seen them go to the red zone on 3 drives and have only scored 3 points with 2 unfortunate stops on the previous 2 red zone drives. So let's see if they can do anything different this time.
Harrison runs left. He fumbles. He drops the ball. Oh, and he's pushed out of the way. PG recovers. Number 40, Cranford, the sophomore.
And it looks like the Rabs did have an open receiver, but I think Harrison was just unable to see him because of how fast the rush got in there.
I'm Dylan Thompson with Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. But you know, true wealth is found in knowledge. And that's why we support Atlanta High School and Rabbit TV.
Whether you're looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
Undetected vision issues can lead to difficulties in school, hinder social interactions, and even affect their self-esteem. The good news is that there's a simple solution: regular eye checkups for your child. If a vision issue is identified, corrective measures like glasses or contact lenses can make a world of difference.
Here we go, first down for the Hawks. Pitch to the left, number 13. Number 13, Nick Bells, who's got a fumble on the night, but that was the secure run there.
And it looks like the Rabs may have had a little game plan change in the locker room, making sure that they tell those outside guys to set an edge and push them back in, as we saw right there, because earlier in the first half, they were not setting the edge, and it was just an open running lane.
Another run, James Solomon to the right. That was another good open field tackle for the Rabs.
Yeah, that's one thing the Rab defense has been doing good all game, the open field tackles. I don't really think they've missed any all night if they had a chance at making a tackle.
Mm. And that's one of the things that Atlanta, when they look back on this game, they're going to see the film, they're going to be like, we did very well on open field tackles, and there were a few spots in defense that, might have had a few mistakes here and there setting the edge, but overall, this Atlanta team has not played that bad, especially against a PG team who went 12-1 last year, and their only loss was to the 4A state champion, which was Carthage. Oh, and handoff to James Solomon, fooled everyone on that Rabs team. Taken down by DeAndre Simmons.
Yeah, one of the very few inside runs by the Hawks in the second half. It just took the Rabs by they weren't expecting it because it's been all outside runs so far, and they sneak a fake outside, a little trap run inside, and it just gets the defense a little bamboozled.
Little bamboozled indeed. Hand up middle, number 23, Brody Watts.
Looks like about a gain of 3.5, 4 yards maybe, but it was a good stop by the Rabs D-line, preventing him from getting any further.
Looks like Chase Kindred was on the tackle there. Chase Kindred rocking the one glove. Maybe he lost his other one. Quarterback under center. Looked like they faked left, had a pitch straight. Wow, what a play there. Number
33. Landon West.
Landon West on the reception. But who made the tackle for the Rabs? I believe it. His body is turned just where, so I can't see his number. Number 13 for the Rabs, Caden Linwood. That was a great play by Linwood. Read it beautifully, and then he laid the boom.
Yeah, and that was the exact same play that they ran that had the big gain with Solomon earlier in the drive, but it looks like the Rabs were able to stop at that time.
Boot to the right. Number 4 throws the ball, ends up short to Lance Jackson. That might be one of the reasons why they haven't thrown it tonight a lot. Jared Halter seemed to leave it a little short. It looked like it was only a 10-yard pass.
Now it's a 4th and 5 for the Hawks. So unsure if they're going to go for it or try to attempt a field goal here.
Or possibly try to draw Atlanta offsides and use a timeout.
It looks like Walker Wright is in the huddle, and they are – or he's he
Wide
gave
out.
the play,
Yeah.
and now
pitch to the left. He's got wide open spaces all day long. Number 13 touchdown, Nick Bales.
and it looks like, again, number 23, Rainey on the outside is just not setting the edge, and they're just running by him every time.
Nick Bales just has so much speed. Every one of these backs for the Hawks has so much speed, so much swiftness. It's so hard to make a tackle.
Yeah, they're all just interchangeable. I mean, you don't really even have to look at the numbers or their name because they're all interchangeable. They're all going to do the same things every time.
PAT is good. That's the 4th time that PG has hit pay dirt tonight on the offensive side of the ball. Here's the replay. Pitch to Nick Bales. There he is, just going up the middle. And you can see Markeelan Batten, the senior, a little frustrated with Rainey there, the young freshman.
Yeah, but that's what's great about playing a good team like Pleasant Grove in your first game. You're going to get all the little things fixed because there haven't really been any big issues for the Rabbits today. All their problems have been small little problems, not making the right read on maybe 1 or 2 times a drive. But they're not huge problems that can be fixed real easily going into their next game.
Exactly, and Rainey is getting down on himself right now. But like this team is there's so many seniors on this team. There's such good leadership on this team. Like he's a young freshman, only 14 or 15 years old. I mean, he's going to grow into that position at cornerback. He's got so much untapped potential, and that's one of the good things about this team, this coaching staff, is they really hone in on potential, and they make you such a better player in your years to come.
Yeah, and since, like you said, there's so many seniors, that's just as many seniors as you have, that's how many leaders you have.
Booming kick.
First one on the night for the Hawks.
Smart play by Jamarian Austin there, who was the deep man, letting it go into the end zone to get a touchback.
Yeah, but like I was just saying on the leaders, there's 22 seniors on the team. That's 22 leaders that are on the team, and they know that's their role, to be a leader for the underclassmen that are coming up, because next year it's going to be really hard for the Rabs because they're losing 19 starters on the offensive and defensive side of the ball, and losing almost your entire team that's starting is really hard on the team, and that's why these guys need to be good leaders and build up the freshmen and sophomores and juniors so they're ready next year.
Exactly. It's especially going to hurt losing Peyton Harrison, who's been your quarterback for 3 years. Here we go. Harrison in the shotgun. Bunch package to the right. Got, I believe that is Batten in the pistol. Carvier range comes in motion. False start. Marcellus Kirk, number 55. First false start for the Rabs tonight. This offensive line has played very well, all things considered, especially with how good this PG Hawks defensive line is.
Yeah, but I think playing a bigger school like this is going to get them prepared for their next game, which is against the Hooks Hornets, which is on the road. And last year the Hornets did go 11-1, winning 11 games in a row before falling in the playoffs. And they did lose a lot of people, but they're still going to be a good team. It's going to be a great game next Friday night.
Exactly.
And then a short run by Austin there, only a gain of no yards, I believe.
Oh, gain brings up 2nd and 13.
Or it looks like he gained 2 yards. He fell forward. He hit a little spin into a fall forward right there to gain 2 yards.
Nice little move. And that's what I really like Austin at running back, because he just gives you that balance of power and speed. And it also gives a chance for Batten to really line up on receiver and just get into the open space, and so he can just go downfield or have a little flat route. Harrison looking left, throws middle, bounces off Jaden Riley's hands again. That's his 3rd drop of the night.
Yeah, I think the nerves are just getting to these guys because they came out here and they had some big shoes to fill, and the nerves are just getting to them a little bit right now. But that's what the first game's for, to get the nerves out of where you won't have them for the rest of the season.
Or possibly even the rain. You know, it is starting to rain a little bit heavier now, and Jaden Riley, he threw his gloves off to one of the coaches. He said, I don't want them no more. He said, I guess he's going to get some new ones after this game. Here we go, 5 wide, 3rd and 13.
Yeah, because when it's raining, those gloves, they just get real slippery.
Here we go, free rusher. Peyton Harrison just chunks it to the right side, and it's intercepted. Number 11, Scales. He's trying to run it back. He just goes out of bounds. Peyton Harrison just threw up a prayer.
There is a flag on the field, though.
Looks like it's in the backfield, possibly a holding call or maybe a late hit.
I do see the Atlanta defense going out on the field, so I do believe it is going to be a
holding
penalty
call
on the offense, so a holding call most likely.
Illegal block on the back.
On the interception return, so it will stay in possession of the Pleasant Grove Hawks. They just will not have as good of a starting position for their drive.
But still a pretty good position. You know, you're on the 50-yard line. Oh,
yeah,
excuse me. Oh, no. You're on like the 40.
You're starting in the opponent's territory, and it's a boot out for right,
Left-handed
and he
quarterback.
is sacked.
He's taken down by Zamarian Ivory.
I think that is the second passing attempt, or the second boot of the night, third boot of the night for Wright, and he is 0 for 1, and he's been sacked 2 times on that boot, once on the first drive and then once now. So it looks like the boot with Wright is not working, so maybe we'll see a little bit more run action for the rest of the night.
Maybe they're just – it looks like number 10, Walker Wright's a little hobbled, walks off the sideline. You know, maybe they're just throwing it a little bit, trying to get some practice in. You know, you're up by 30, so not a whole lot of maybe urgency to run the scoreboard up. Oh, and the ball is fumbled.
Ground, but Halter jumped back on the snap, fell on top of the ball, and so now it will just be a 3rd and 18. They did lose about half a yard on that.
Got about 3rd and forever.
But right here, the Rabbits they cannot allow a first down right here. But we are going to the end of the 3rd quarter, and it will pick up in the 4th quarter, so they will flip the field right here.
And we'll go to a commercial break while we're waiting for that to start.
Whether you're looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
Undetected vision issues can lead to difficulties in school, hinder social interactions, and even affect their self-esteem. The good news is that there's a simple solution: regular eye checkups for your child. If a vision issue is identified, corrective measures like glasses or contact lenses can make a world of difference.
The Eye Guys are a proud supporter of Rabbit TV and Atlanta High School. Go Rabs.
And we're back.
The Hawks are still facing a 3rd and 18. Looks like they just hand the ball off. And
oh, number 22 just juked him out. Oh, but the ball is loose.
It looks like it's rabbit ball.
Rabbit ball. That was a great run by number 22, Buck Anderson.
Oh, there's a flag after the fact. So maybe there's a little bit of too much shoving on the ground.
Whether you're looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
Undetected vision issues can lead to difficulties in school, hinder social interactions, and even affect their self-esteem. The good news is that there's a simple solution: regular eye checkups for your child. If a vision issue is identified, corrective measures like glasses or contact lenses can make a world of difference.
So the call on the field was a fumble by PG, and then after the fumble, there was an unsportsmanlike penalty on number 54 for PG, Jaden Mathis, the junior. So Atlanta will have the ball in Hawk territory on their Hawk 48-yard line.
And that's a break Atlanta really needed right there. I mean,
if they want any chance at all, they needed that.
Yeah, I mean the tailback right there, he had the first down, but then somebody came up behind him, punched the ball out, and the Rabbits were able to recover.
And it was a great run from Anderson, very athletic. And Harrison is drugged down in the backfield. Good sack by number 6 for the PG, Smith, the freshman. Good sack for the freshman, getting some reps in.
Yeah, it looks like the PG defense is getting filled with some younger players right now, just trying to let them get a little bit of varsity experience since they are winning by 30 points right now.
But PG only has 8 underclassmen on their roster. So maybe some backups getting some reps here.
Yeah, because the coaches in a game like this, they just want to expose them to the Friday Night Lights as much as possible.
Exactly. Harrison drops back, throws it to the left to Jaden Riley. Got a little screen action. Oh, he just throw somebody down. He was running angry.
Man, but if that block would have been set by Braylon Rowe right there, it would have been another probably 10 yards on the gain. But him and the DB right there were engaged in a big blocking battle right there, and the DB was able to get off the block.
That's one underrated aspect of this Atlanta team is their receivers block very well for being receivers. You know, I think they're very focused on that in practice, and they make sure of it because that's a lot of what they do. They throw shorter balls, they throw shorter like flat routes, so their receivers are going to need good blocks if you want to open up some space.
Yeah, and it looks like the Rabs do have a tight end right here for some extra blocking.
Hand off, just no chance. Nowhere to go. Marshawn Woodbury, not his fault.
But tackled by Smith in the backfield again. This drive, Smith is all over the backfield.
He's had 2 TFLs and a sack.
Yeah. I mean, the backside end just goes unblocked by that tackle because they are the flow is going to the right. So he's supposed to be unblocked, but he's just getting back there so fast that he's just jumping and making the tackle.
Mm-hmm. And 4th and 11. Pretty much got to go for it here for the Rabs, down by 30 with 10 minutes left in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, especially when you're in the middle of the field. I mean, PG had possession at the exact same spot last time and didn't get much.
5 wide. Harrison rolls to his left. He's rolling, and he chunks it middle of the field. Oh, and it was thrown. He had a chance. Number 3, C.J. Whaley, the freshman. He had a chance to catch it. I think he thought James Solomon was going to catch it, and he didn't really give it a chance. But there was an ability to catch it. It was a tough catch, but he still had a chance.
Yeah, I mean, he was inside of just a little rectangle of PG defenders right there, and I think he thought they were going to jump up and make a play, but Solomon jumped a little bit too early, and then it just went right through Whaley's hands.
Mm-hmm. And that'll be a turnover on downs for the Rabbits, bringing up this PG offense, who's played very well tonight. That run game has been stout. Still got Halter out there calling the plays. Halter's under center. Flip to the right. Oh.
Looks like a false start maybe.
False start.
Yeah, that's one thing that's tough with the wing tee. They're moving so fast that those linemen are just trying to get out there and block, but sometimes they fire off the ball a little too early.
Mm-hmm. And that's one thing for the wing tee that's very important is having athletic linemen. So usually the wing tee, when you run it, your linemen aren't usually as bigger as they normally are, and PG's had some big linemen in the past, but perhaps there's just more athletic linemen now, and they have a bunch of speed. So the wing tee is going to help be very well for them this year. You know what I'm saying? Here's a snap. Hand off to number 26. He goes right. The ball is out.
Recovered by the Rabs.
Number 28, Kason Watley, comes up with the fumble recovery.
Yeah, and it looked like that was number 23, Brody Watts, for the Pleasant Grove Hawks, and that is his second carry of the night. And I think they're just trying to get some other guys in, but it looks like that one did not pay off. So that is 2 forced fumbles on the last 2 drives by the Rabs. So let's see if the Rabs can put something together on offense right here, because, I mean, they have the defensive momentum. Their defense, besides a few touchdowns that have given up, have been stopping the Pleasant Grove Hawks from having really deep drives. But if the offense can't do anything, then the defense is doing it for nothing. So hoping they can get something going.
And this is like coming into like a psychological perspective, because you're down by 30, you got less than 10 minutes remaining. Odds are you're not going to win this game. But if you rack on some points and maybe get a little momentum going to the next game for the Rabbits, that can help them very much psychologically and just help them think that, you know, we had a bad game, but there were some highlights and we can really look at those. Pass by Harrison, chunks it deep to the right. He's got an open man. Oh, number 12, Braylon Rowe, just right through his hands.
That was a great ball by Harrison. I think Rowe just played it a little wrong there. I think he thought it was going to be a little bit higher and he was going to have to come back to it, but that was a perfect ball in the end zone. If he would have been caught right in stride for the touchdown.
Exactly. That would have given Atlanta some much needed momentum and not taking off valuable seconds off the clock.
Yeah, I mean, a one-play touchdown like that would have been great for Atlanta and actually kept them in this ball game.
And then maybe get a little onside kick actions, maybe recover that. But, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they take another shot here. Harrison dropping back, looking, running left. Looks like a missed face mask possibly.
And just thrown out of bounds by Harrison to avoid the sack.
Good throw away from Harrison there. Lance Jackson in pursuit.
Like Cy Stroman coming in right now for the offense in relief for number 12, Braylon Rowe.
Stroman's got some speed, district champ in the 300 hurdles.
But, I mean, the receivers have been getting open, but the PGD line is just getting through so quick it doesn't give Harrison time to make his reads.
Exactly. 3rd and 10. Harrison drops back. Now the free rusher, but it was a screen, so it was designed. Oh, Marshawn Woodbury just can't come up with the ball. He had some open space.
Yeah, but that pass was a little bit out. He had to make a low catch for that, which was already taken to the ground. That's just a hard play by Woodbury to make. But Harrison has to get it that high, or the D-line is going to
knock it down.
They're going to knock it down, or they might even intercept it and try to take one back.
All right, so 4th and 10 here. Rabs, of course, are going to go for it, down by 30. In Hawk territory on the Hawk 41-yard line. Harrison try to have a little magic here. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Running back in front of Harrison. Here's the snap. Middle of the field, throwing little off target. Incomplete pass to be a turnover on downs.
Almost an interception for the PG Hawks.
But it was smart not to catch it since, you know, you'll be able to get the ball upfield. Smart, and I don't know if Solomon was trying to do that, but we're going to say he was. Very intelligent play by Solomon there.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, that was a dart by Harrison thrown. That ball would have been hard to catch right there, especially if it hit you in the shoulder pad. It's just going to bounce right off.
Well, when he's going to the film room, he can say, "Coach, I meant to do that," so we would get the ball where he was.
Yeah.
Here we go. PG offense in full stride. Looks like a little confusion.
Yeah, the refs were not ready yet.
Handoff up the middle. Nice little 5-yard run there. Bring up 2nd and 5.
I believe that was number 23, Brody Watts again. The same tailback that did have a fumble on the previous drive, but they're just trying to get him comfortable out there.
Here we go. Richie in motion. Toss to the right.
Good tackle.
Yeah, it was a good tackle in open space.
Really haven't seen Roland Ritchie out there out on the field since the first half. Guess they're just trying to save him for the next week.
Wouldn't blame him. He's been playing very well tonight.
Yeah, because in the first.
He doesn't have a touchdown, though, because Jamarian Richardson has got 4 of those.
Yeah, in the first half it was all Ritchie and Richardson. Now it's Bells and Watts.
Trying to get some other guys some reps. But this running back, drop ball. Looked like Zamarian Ivory comes up with the ball there. And
big D1Z, and he says, give me the money. He is saying, that is my ball, and he recovered it. That is the 3rd fumble recovery on the last 3 defensive drives for the Atlanta Rabbits. But still, no offensive production.
Yeah, and the PG Hawk offense has gotten a little sloppy here in the 4th quarter, but I don't blame them. You're up by 30, so there's usually a lack of urgency, but that's something that the PG coach is going to want to nail down into the later parts of the year because you want to have that intensity throughout the entire game. You can't get lazy.
Yeah, because Coach Gibson for the Hawks, he's one of the most respected coaches in all the state of Texas. I know even though he might not have all the starters in right now, he's not going to take that fumble light. He's going to make sure those guys know that what they did was wrong and show them how to fix it.
Yeah, they'll probably be running a few laps. Backup quarterback in now, Evan Mitchell, number 24. And off to Austin, barreling through, got about 6 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, good run by Austin. I think all of his runs have been right up the middle. He just puts his head down and runs through some people. And that's all it takes right now. Yards are yards.
Here we go, 2nd and 4. Mitchell in at quarterback, giving Harrison a breather. Jaden Riley comes in motion. False start.
False start, yep. Is that number?
Ty Walden, number 65.
Yep.
Senior leader of this offensive line.
Yeah, team captain for the team this year and last year. But one of the biggest leaders on the team. That's just a mistake that he never makes.
And I don't know if that's necessarily his fault, especially with a backup quarterback in. Looks like there was a lot of confusion going on, and it's hard when them big boys have been down there for about 30 seconds. You know, it's just hard for them to really stay down there that long.
Yeah, he might have misheard the snap count and thought that it was supposed to be the snap that time, but it wasn't.
Very easy mistake to make. And then looks like they're going to run the same play with Riley in motion. Snap to Mitchell. Clean handoff. Jamarian Austin got about another 5-yard run, 6-yard run.
Yeah, I think they're about in the same spot as they were before the false start penalty. And looks like they're about a 3rd and 5 right here for the Rabs, trying to extend the drive and put up some points.
And at this time in the point of the game, I would love to see young Evan Mitchell really get some reps here. You know, some valuable reps. Try to get some throwing action instead of just handing it off. You know.
Yeah, one thing I love about whenever he gets on the field, you never see a quarterback with the number 24.
Yeah.
Like, there's just something about a quarterback having a number like that in high school football that just looks cool out there.
Looks like a low pass there to Braylon Rowe.
Yeah, but didn't even look like that bad of a pass. It just seemed like Rowe misjudged the ball and thought it was going to be somewhere that it wasn't.
Yeah, it looks like a tight spiral. It just maybe a little low for Rowe, but.
Yeah, but right there, I mean, he has to put it a little bit outside, right at his hip right there where
right
the
defender.
On the
numbers, yeah.
Yeah, right where the defender can't get to it.
4th and 5 for the Rabs. They're going to go for it. Because why not? Run up the middle for Austin. He's slammed down by number 6.
Looks a few shoves after the play. But number 6 tackling number 6. I mean, number 6 for the Hawks, Keydridge Smith. I mean, the fourth quarter of these drives, he's been all over the ball, getting TFLs after TFLs.
A lot of potential from that young man, only being a freshman. The only freshman on this PG Hawks roster.
Yeah, and being the only freshman, you know that he's just a dog out there. He probably showed up on the first day of fall camp, and he proved himself that he was a dog to the coaches, and that's why he's the only freshman on this Pleasant Grove Hawks roster.
Exactly. But the PG coaches were very happy to see that young man in 8th grade.
Yeah, well, 3 fumbles in a row on the last 3 defensive outings for the Rabs, and I bet they're looking for another.
There's a run from Richie. Cutting it back up. Good run, about a 13-yard run for Richie.
Yeah, it looks like they're getting Richie back involved a little bit on the offense, just trying to gain some yards, trying to get a little bit closer to the end zone before they get those younger guys back in the game. They just want to bolster the defense, get their confidence down, and then bring in some of the younger guys and hope that they don't make mistakes.
Yeah, get some valuable reps in. I got about 5 minutes and about 40 seconds left in this game. Up the middle, run for number 26, Marcus Floyd.
I think that is his first carry on the night. That's that little trap play right there where they run the motion and then do the inside handoff. And if the D lineman bite on the motion, it leaves the middle of the field wide open.
Wasn't super effective in the first half, but it's starting to wear and tear on this Rabs defensive line.
Yeah, because as the Hawks have established that outside run presence, it just makes the Rabs expecting that outside run every time and leaves the inside run open.
And there it is again, 26. Looks like number 5, DeCarvier Range on the tackle, trying to get a strip.
Yeah, that's one thing the Rabs
15, excuse me, number 15, Simmons.
That's one thing the Rabs have been doing great. They've been at getting the ball out all game long, and even though they might be down by a lot, they're trying to get some more fumbles.
And I want to give a shout out to these PG receivers. They have been blocking their tails off tonight. Not gotten a whole lot of targets, but they've been blocking very well.
Yeah, and another great run right there.
Don't know who that is.
By number 23, Brody Watts again in.
And his helmet came off. Is that 5? Is that 5 or 6?
Number 5 of the night. We had 4 in the first half, and then so far 1, almost 2. We had 1 come half off.
Yeah.
So 5.5 on the game. Maybe next time we can get a helmet counter.
Get an over/under going. I would have taken the over this game. You'd have been all right.
Oh, yeah.
Little motion to the left. Like Nick Bells. PG is just overrun with speed. They have so much speed on this team.
Yeah, and one of their speediest guys who has no targets on the night, number 19, Spencer Browning. He's one of the fastest guys on the field, but because I guess maybe that's why they got him running, giving the plays.
Yeah, he's been blocking very well tonight at that receiver position.
But Brody Watts on the carry again. Looks like he's getting most of the carries in the second half with a little bit of Richie, a little bit of Bells, and a little bit of Marcus Floyd.
You know, it's 3rd and 7 here. I bet they're going to pass. I bet they're going to.
Yeah, I can see that.
Play action.
I can see them doing the boot right here.
Getting some reps in.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But then they
Pitch
go
to
back,
the right.
go back to the toss. That looks like a holding call, and that is what it. That 3 flags on the field, and that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a holding call.
And if Atlanta accepts the penalty, that'll bring PG back to a 3rd and 17.
Yeah, because it looks like that tackle, he wrapped that end and had him by his shoulder pads and was holding him the whole way.
Looks like a Atlanta player is down, so we'll go to a commercial real quick.
Undetected vision issues can lead to difficulties in school, hinder social interactions, and even affect their self-esteem. The good news is that there's a simple solution: regular eye checkups for your child. If a vision issue is identified, corrective measures like glasses or contact lenses can make a world of difference.
The Eye Guys are a proud supporter of Rapid TV and Atlanta High School. Go Rap!
Undetected vision issues can lead to difficulties in school, hinder social interactions, and even affect their self-esteem. The good news is that there's a simple solution: regular eye checkups for your child. If a vision issue is identified, corrective measures like glasses or contact lenses can make a world of difference.
The Eye Guys are a proud supporter of Rapid TV and Atlanta High School. Go Rabs!
And we are back. Looks like Atlanta accepted the penalty. It's 3rd and 12.
It is the boot. It is
Like
the
the
pass.
pass.
He goes back, and it is dropped by Browning.
They've had some good players over the years, but nothing.
Browning with his first target tonight, I believe, maybe second. Caleb Francisco on the coverage.
Yeah, so it looks like the Hawks offense is still on the field.
I mean, you know, might as well go for it.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit out of their field goal range, and they're definitely not going to punt from here. So,
ain't gonna hurt.
Yeah, no reason to not go for it right here.
2:19 remaining. The score is 33-3. Atlanta is getting beat by PG.
4th down and 13, ball on the Atlanta 22-yard line. And the Atlanta player that was injured was able to get up and walk out on their own. So we do hope they are okay.
Always good to see that. Nick Bell goes in motion. Oh, good tackle. Caleb Francisco on number 23, Bobby Watts.
Brody
Watts, excuse me, not Bobby. And that's a good tackle by Caleb Francisco. Caleb Francisco got low, and he's very much smaller than Watts, so that was a great tackle by Francisco there.
Yeah, great stop on 4th down, because it doesn't matter where you stop them as long as you stop them before the chains. Looks like there may have been a timeout taken.
I don't think so. I think they're just.
I heard a whistle blow, and
oh, maybe. I don't know why. I don't know why anyone would take a timeout, but maybe.
Maybe they're just trying to get a play together. But it is a new possession, so that was probably the reason for the whistle blown.
All right, Evan Mitchell is back in at quarterback.
It's like Evan Mitchell at quarterback, Marshawn Woodbury in the backfield with Rowe and Riley spread out, and Ian Riojas at the tight end.
And I don't believe Harrison is injured. I believe they're just trying to get some reps in for Mitchell since they are down by 30 with only 2 minutes remaining.
Yeah, no reason to get your starting guy hurt.
And Woodbury initially did good to break off the first tackle, but had nowhere to go. He just had three open rushers coming at him.
Yeah, and just like we talked about before the game, the game is going to be won at the line of scrimmage, which is what it was, because the Pleasant Grove offensive line is blocked better than our offensive line tonight, and they've got a hand on it, every defensive guy every time.
Here we go, 2nd and 14. Mitchell with the snap, hands it off left, and he's got no room to go. Tackled by 5 Fiji Hawks before he even got a step off.
Yeah, Woodbury swallowed up again by the defense. I mean, he can go nowhere.
And Woodbury is very fast. He's very much a track star, but he's just has nowhere to show off that speed if he's got nowhere to go.
Yeah, I think he's going to be just like Jay Austin, number 6, that big guy that got the speed, the big exactly. Power back, but he has speed, so has that big breakaway speed.
You see Marshawn walking around the hallways, and like his biceps are like bigger than my head. Like he's massive for his size.
Oh yeah, that man, he's a straight man right there.
That is a man.
But now we have 3rd and 18 for the Rabs on their own 6-yard line.
Be another run to Woodbury.
And again,
just nowhere to go.
Swallowed up for a 2-yard loss, so it's going to be 4th and 20 on their own 4-yard line.
Looks like the clock's going to run out. We got about 25 seconds left.
Looks like that is going to do it for this Friday night game with the Pleasant Grove Hawks 33 and the Atlanta Rabbits 3.
Yes, we would like to thank everyone for watching. We're going to give a shout out to all of our sponsors. Dylan Thompson Wealth Management. You can find them at www.dtwm.com. The iGuys, you can find them at the iGuysOfTXK.com. Price Hardware here in Atlanta. Terry's Treasures for all your toddler and boutique needs. And the Rabbit Patch, who is open till midnight tonight. So go on and hop by, get yourself a snack or a meal. And, I think there's a lot of learning, obviously, from this Atlanta team, this Atlanta offense, but there were so many good points that you can pull from this game. If you just look at the highlights, obviously there are lowlights, but there's also highlights that you can look at and build onto your next game if you're Atlanta. Because Harrison played well. There were a few instances in which the offense just didn't go your way. You couldn't get in the end zone. Obviously not scoring a touchdown is going to hurt the confidence, but you ran the ball well. Your passing game was good. Defense needs a little work. But other than that, you can take a lot of positives from this game, and you can also take some negatives and then work on those to build you throughout the season.
Oh, yeah, because even though it wasn't the result that the Rabs are looking for tonight, I know that the coaches, they're mad that they lost. But,
exactly.
But they're going to be pleased on some parts of the game tonight, especially the defense. And because the defense, even though they allowed 4 touchdowns, they still held the Pleasant Grove Hawks numerous times whenever they would be driving down the field, and then they would just hit a brick wall of the Atlanta defensive line. And, I mean, 3 drives in a row, they forced a fumble, and seeing that is so rare in the even though we weren't able to capitalize, just a few tweaks to the offense by the coaches, and we will be able to, or the Atlanta Rabbits will be able to capitalize off of that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And the PG Hawks, they played a great game tonight. The run offense was working very well. The defense was looking very well. If you had one critique, it might be the passing offense, which might struggle with them if they play maybe a better defense than Atlanta, having to go for it on 3rd and long. But other than that, they played very great football. And, we just like to thank you all for watching. My name is Will Davis.
And mine is Michael Dubuisson.
And we'll see you next time on Game Day in the A.